Yeah, they hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. Yeah, they hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Ain't no chance I'm coming down, no. Got a soul view to myself, yeah. Why would I give it up? Why do they wanna come take my place? I work too hard for it, don't need a replacement. This my vocation. Now I got rollies all in rotation. Hop on a jet just to take a vacation. Remember the moments was trapped in the basement. Now the hard work is all taking me places. Swatting all black like we trapped in the matrix. Bet on myself and go ball out in Vegas. Living a life like I'm rich and I'm famous. Don't see the grind that I know that it came with. Oh. I ain't make it this far for myself, yeah. I had to prove to everybody else, I had to set them straight, yeah. I had to borrow, so I had to renovate, I know. They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. Yeah, they hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, yeah. I had to elevate. Ooh, yeah. Why they wanna bring me down? So much drip, yeah, I almost drowned in it. I can't come it down. Yeah, I'm way too fired up. I can't slow it down. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I see the flashing lights. Make sure the fashion right, yeah. I'm in my bag tonight, yeah. I might just pull up before it. Watch out, the engine is roaring. It's too loud, you can ignore it. Yeah, yeah. This that high life with a few. You could have it all, no need to choose. First, let me demonstrate how you can rise to the top. Yeah, I had to elevate.
Yeah.
Elevate, elevate. Yeah, they hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. I had to elevate.
They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate.
2 cents, what's goody, what's goody, what's goody?
They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight.
They hate when you elevate.
What's goody, what's goody, what's goody? Oh, let me shut this off. Must be on that repeat. On that repeat. What's good, family? What's really, really good? It's just us tonight. It's just us tonight. We gonna politic. We gonna build. What's up, El Near? What's good, family? SOB TV. What's good, my G? What's really good? So much to talk about, right? You know how the Monday nights go. We got to catch up. It's me and you guys tonight. Ray Davis is out and about, you know, handling business, doing things that he need to do. But we gonna build, man. We definitely gonna build. That's a fact. Wasn't gonna miss it. Had a long day at work today. Got home a little late. Therefore, got on the show a little late, but my apologies, but we are here for the cook. Got so much to talk about. Devin Haney suing Ryan Garcia. Javante Tank Davis and Lamont Roach has been made official. It's been made official. We knew it was coming, but there's something about when they make that announcement, right? When they make it official. Now we could talk about it in real time. We don't gotta assume, we don't gotta guess, we don't gotta read people's minds. We know what it is, so we could talk about what it is tonight. And as you guys saw, we're gonna definitely talk about Keyshawn. Keyshawn feel like he could take on everybody. And I got questions about David Benavidez and his relationship with the PBC. I got a question. I have to question a lot of things tonight about the PBC when it comes to David Benavidez, when it comes to Tank Davis. It just seems like the fights that the fighters want to make either Tom Brown or the PBC aren't interested in making the same fights. And we're going to talk about it tonight and find out why. We're going to entertain some theories I might have, some conspiracy theories to see and try to get to the bottom of this because it doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense. Gervonta Tank Davis started off coming back this year after Frank Martin said, listen, I'm coming for ninjas. Said he called out to people. He called De Los Santos. He called Shakur Stevenson, right? He called Ryan Venezuela. But he ended up with Lamont Roach. They had to pull up Lamont Roach. He called De Los Santos. He made his team call Rayo Venezuela. They called Shakur Stevenson. They called all these 135-pound guys that I think any one of those fights would have been okay with. Some fights we want more than others, but at the end of the day, any of those fights we would have been okay with, but he ended up with 130-pound champion Lamont Roach. David Benavidez said, I only want to fight the most significant fights. I only want to fight the fights that have real meaning. He had his people reach out to David Morrell. He's ending up with Jesse Hart. It's real interesting, right? We're going to talk about it all tonight, man. We definitely going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about Devin and Ryan too. Why not? Why not? I hear the consensus is in that Devin Haney is soft. He ain't got no heart. You guys seen the video I did. Most of you guys should have seen the video I did. I get it. I really do get it. But at the end of the day, there's other things that we could talk about as well, right? There's other things that we can talk about as well. And we'll talk about those things tonight. We'll definitely talk about those things tonight. DGO, what's good, family? What can you expect from the PBC hyped jobs? Man, I'm gonna be real with you. DJ, well, how do I see your name? Dejo? Whatever, right? D. I'm just gonna call you D. Listen, man. I feel bad for these fighters. I feel bad for David Benavidez. I feel bad for Tank, man. I feel bad for these guys, man. I believe these guys want to make these fights. I believe they want to make these fights happen. But it's just something when the money's not coming out your pocket, when you're not the one investing in the fight, when you're not putting the fight on, no matter how much you want to say you're the face of boxing or how much you want to say you're the A side and how much you want to take all these accolades, right? At the end of the day, somebody else is cutting the check. And if that person ain't willing to cut the check, well, you end up with Lamont Roach. Maybe when that person's cutting the check and you're not cutting the check, maybe you end up with Jesse Hart. Salute to both those guys, of course. Salute to Lamont Roach, a great 130-pound champion, a great 130-pound champion. Salute to Jesse Hart, a contender, a light heavyweight contender, one of those guys. But the difference between everything else in this particular situation is Gervonta Tank Davis reached out to other fighters. He didn't reach out to Lamont Roach. His team reached out later, but first he reached out to Shakur. Then he reached out to Rayo Venezuela. Then he reached out to De Los Santos. Every single one of those guys have gone on record and said, listen, yeah, they reached out to me, asked me about my availability. De Los Santos' coach came out and says he doesn't even understand how a fight with Lamont Roach gets made because they were ready to go. They accepted the fight. Why did you even call us? And then you have the rumors going on that De Los Santos had a hurt hand, and that's why the fight wasn't made. Well, Cello, De Los Santos' head trainer, said that couldn't be further from the truth. My guy was ready to go. That's what he said. He said, my guy was ready to go. I don't know why they went with Roach. It don't make no sense. They brought up a 130-pounder. Why they do that? Why didn't he compete with somebody 135? Now, the easy thing to do is to hate on Tank, is to sit here and throw shots at Tank and say Tank is not making these fights. But you guys know how I give it up. You know, I always got the fighters' backs. I'm always trying to rep for the fighters, but somebody got to take the blame for this one, guys. Somebody got to take the blame for this one, guys. Let's talk about it. Somebody's at fault here, man. Somebody's at fault. We got to talk about it. Let me see what we got going on in the chat here. Let me see. Salute JR Spock. El Nia says, nobody going to do the rehydration no more, so cancel the 140s. And the 135s, one ducked, Loma, two hurt, Santos and Shakur. Santos is not hurt. The Ukrainian champ would have been a cool to me, but cross the street, so we're left with Roach. De Los Santos is not hurt. He's not hurt. I got to play the video. I might have to put the video up, man. I don't want to do it, but I got to do it. I got to do it. He's not hurt. Hold on. Let me put something up here for you guys, man. Hold on a second, man. I don't want to do this right now. But we gotta talk. We all gotta talk, man. The family, we gotta speak with each other. We gotta speak with each other tonight, and we gotta come to a conclusion and understanding of what's really going on here. We need some understanding, man. You know what I'm saying?
For the Tank fight?
Yes, we were getting ready for Tank, bro, to tell you the truth.
Were you ever offered a Tank fight?
Yes, we were. Did they accepted it? No, they didn't.
So what happened? Who denied the fight?
Denied the fight. I guess they chose Lamar Roach.
I mean, listen, it makes perfect sense. You know, I don't.
Which is a good fight. Hey.
Okay, we seen it. That's the receipts. That's Cello. That's De Los Santos's coach right there, letting it be known. They didn't accept the fight. He said, why didn't you accept the fight? I don't know. Cello's trying to be nice, too. Cello don't want to burn no bridges. But he's making it clear. Fight was made, and they didn't turn it down. Tank's team turned it down. He said, I don't know. They pulled up Lamont Roach. You want to see what else Cello had to say about it? Y'all want to see what else he had to say? Huh? You want to see what else he had to say? Let's see what else he had to say. Let's see what else he had to say.
Like Shakur said. Or they could fight somebody that, you know what I'm saying? That's a natural 135 pound.
Sab, you know how the matchmakers.
What's going on? Why don't you fight somebody who's a 135 pounder? He doesn't understand. He's confused, as he should be. You get a phone call for a fight. You let them know that you right there and you ready to go. You look on the news. You look at the Boxing Voice and they talking about Lamont Roach, December 14th. Oh, and this is supposed to be a DMV fight, right? That's what's supposed to be the story behind this. They're going to do this in D.C. Why are there rumors about this fight getting ready to happen in Houston on December 14th? On December 14th in Houston. I don't know, man. The PBC window shopping, they got Tank window shopping. That's what it is. The PBC got Tank's team window shopping. Homie, you's a window shopper. Mad at me. I think I know why. Nigga, you's a window shopper. Come on, man. We gotta speak for real about this, man. Shout out to Tank, man, because I know he want to fight everybody. I know he ready to fight everybody, but somebody over there on that side of the conversation has vested interest in Tank knocking everybody out and not taking on no challenges. Somebody over there is getting in the way of these fights getting put together. Let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. Let's speak about this because they're asking you guys to pay for this. They're asking me to pay for it. They give us a date and they put a big old price tag on it, usually somewhere between 70 to 90 bucks to pay for these fights. So they give us Berlanga with Canelo. Now they're going to give us Lamont Roach. It don't make any sense, guys. It don't make any sense, right? This is not about what's available and what's not available. This is about stylistically, this is matchmaking business. Some people call it cherry picking business, but I'll say this is matchmaking. This is stylistically picking the right fights to push your fighters up. And it's getting to the point now where we can call a spade, man, because right now Tank Davis is supposed to be the boss. He's the face of boxing. He's the face of boxing. That's what people, that's what his fans say. Tank doesn't say he's the face of boxing. Well, I've heard him actually kind of point in that direction. But at the end of the day, more importantly, this is supposed to be the year where he's fighting all the legacy fights. He's on his way out the door. How in the world do we end up with a Lamont Roach at this point in the game? Don't tell me stay busy fights, tune-up fights. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Not in this community, not in this space. We politicking. We right here. We right here. We right here. We don't got to talk stupid. We don't got to be fanatics. We can respect the fighter, but still ask the questions that need to be asked. We can address it the way it needs to be addressed so that we don't have no, we don't have to play the fanatic game, right? We know who we want to see Tank against. And we know who we're willing to accept. Shoot, even a Dennis Barancek fight would have been a better fight. At least that would have been a title, a unification fight. We would have understood. We would have understood. Even if De Los Santos was available and you chose Barancek over De Los Santos, I would have understood. I would have understood. But at some point, yeah. At some point, let me catch up on some of what's going on here. Let me see here. Let's see. Salute frequency. Salute, King. Salute Tech 616 South. 2 Cent man was fishing and they took the bait. LOL. They took the bait, but he took the bait off the hook, packed up. We heading back to shore. Went to Walmart and bought himself a frozen salmon. He don't want to fight for the fish. He don't want to get the fish. He don't want the fish that's fighting back. You know what I mean? He went to the store and got the frozen tilapia. No offense to nobody. Salute to Lamont Roach, much respect, and salute to Jesse Hart, much respect, salute. I know these guys are the truth, but these aren't the fights that people have been asking for, and nobody thinks that these fights are going to be competitive. We understand who he's getting in the ring with. What chances Lamont Roach have of beating Tank Davis? When people say this is going to be a good fight, when people say it's going to be a good fight, what do they mean by that? When these content creators are sitting out here telling you guys that it's going to be a good fight, what do they mean by that? Do they mean it's going to be competitive? Talk to me. Is it going to be competitive? Is that what they mean? What do they mean by it's going to be a good fight? What does that mean? That it's going to be a good fight? We don't know who's going to win. Can't wait to see it. It's going to be a barn burner. Come on, guys. We know better than that. Come on. They gotta chill, bro. They gotta chill, bro. And then you see David Benavidez with Jesse Hart. So now it looks like the PBC has to catch some heat for this. Roach got as much chance as Edwin, slim to none. At least Edwin is a puncher, a boxer puncher. At least he's at 135 pounds. At least he's a boxer puncher at 135 pounds. Edwin is a boxer. Just looked like a puncher in his last fight at 130 pounds. Come on, man. Come on, man. At least Edwin's at 135. At least he's motivated. At least he's, you know what I mean? At least him and Cello talking about him stopping Tank, going all out, going out on a shield. Edwin has something to prove. Lamont Roach is just getting a free check. If he loses this fight, he don't lose nothing. He's supposed to lose. If he makes it a little competitive, he walks away with a win. What kind of motivation does Lamont Roach have right now? The WBA, the WBA has given Lamont Roach permission to fight and his belt at 130 secure. They know he's coming back. He's not staying at 135. They're letting him be a champion at 130. He plans on going back to 130. He doesn't plan on competing at 135 and staying there. Let's be honest. Lamont Roach isn't getting ready to go up and go fight Lomachenko, go and fight Shakur Stevenson. He's not doing that. He's not fighting De Los Santos. He's taking this money because of the bag that's attached to it. And I know there's rumors that he's supposed to be going to 135. So why don't he vacate that belt at 130 and go up there and compete at 135? After this fight, win or lose, stay at 135. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Yeah, styles make fights. I mean, I'm down 2 cents. Let's sell it. Let's sell the fight. I'm going to watch it regardless. Let's sell the fight. Let's do it. Styles make fights. This Lamont Roach and Tank Davis fight. You know what? Let's talk about how Lamont Roach wins this fight. Y'all want to do that tonight? You want to talk about how Lamont Roach wins it? Let's put Lamont Roach in the winning column. How does Lamont Roach beat Tank Davis? What does he do? Does he outpoint Tank? Does he outbox Tank? Does he stop Tank? How does he win? How does Lamont Roach win this fight? Let's break it down. Let's give Lamont Roach a fair shot. You're right. He got 2 hands. He punching. Styles make fights. It's boxing. Things happen. How does Lamont Roach beat Tank Davis? Elnir, you're not helping Lamont Roach's case right now. Elnir, he said, I ain't never even seen Lamont Roach for real. Hey, man, he fought, you can pull it up on YouTube. He fought Hector Garcia. That's how he got the title. The dude that Tank made go blind in the ring. That's who he fought. That's who he fought. His last fight, though, wasn't him. I'm trying to remember whose last fight was. His last fight actually looked good. His last fight, he was sitting on his punches and everything. Let's see. I just think we giving Edwin too much sauce. I mean, somebody got to get it. Let's see here. Bruce Gas Boxer. Salute Bruce Gas, by the way. We still talk about Hager. If Tank retires tomorrow, he's forgotten in 4 years. Ouch. And Bruce, that's significant. It's really significant what you're saying, because I'm telling people that Tank is a great fighter, man. He's a great fighter, but when he calls somebody up to fight, they're not thinking about legacy. They're not thinking about legacy with Tank because he doesn't bring much legacy. He brings a great fighter of the era on your resume, but what's the most important thing that Tank brings to the table? Money. He brings your biggest payday. And because of that, nobody's turning down no Tank fights, guys. Nobody's turning down no Tank fights. Right? You might see Ryo say, listen, not at 135, we got to fight where I'm at 140 because I'm a champion. But ain't nobody really turning down no fights. All of a sudden, people are turning down fights with Tank. Why? Why are they turning down fights with Tank? What's going on? He's the bag. He's the biggest payday anybody's ever made. Lomachenko walked away from the table. He said, I'd rather go play with my kids. Go love on my wife. Rekindle. Maybe we might get remarried. I'm not interested. He came to the table first, though. He came to the table first, guys. Remember that. He came to the table first. He didn't call up and said, it don't matter what you offer me. It don't matter what you offer me. I'm not fighting. No, he got the offer, then he took a vacation. Remember that. He got the offer, then he took the vacation. He took the vacation then. After he seen the offer, he took the vacation. Shakur never got an offer. De Los Santos never got an offer. Ryo said, I'll fight you, but not down there. We got to do it up here. We got to do it up here. Ain't no legacy down there. I mean, you got a title, I got a title. Fight for my title, the WBA title up here. Not come down there and fight for a 135 title when I'm a 140 champion. I'm not going back. I guess the money wasn't there. What happened? What happened? Salute. Let's see here. Salute, Champ Raw. Salute, King. Salute. Let's see. 2 cents. Since we are talking about the same Edwin that refused to engage with Shakur in his last fight, right? 100%. 2 cents. We are definitely talking about that Edwin De Los Santos, but we're also talking about the Edwin De Los Santos who stopped Ryo Venezuela. We're talking about that 2 cents. We're talking about that Ryo Venezuela as well. 2 cents. We're talking about that one too, right? We're definitely talking about that guy. But yeah, the guy who didn't want to engage with Shakur, for sure. He definitely messed up that night. He definitely didn't engage. But we're also talking to the guy who stopped Ryo, the 140-pound WBA champion, the guy who Tank Davis called as well. We're talking about that guy as well. Texas 16 South said Roach fought on Pro Box last. He's a good, strong, one-dimensional fighter, but he don't have no plan. C, D, E, or F. 100% Texas 16. Lamont Roach is that guy. We got to give him his respect. And these situations get complicated because when you want to keep it real and you're talking about it up front, you want to say as respectfully as many times as you can. But at the same time, at some point, it does come down to Roach ain't good enough to fight Tank Davis and give him a competitive fight. At some point, all the respectfullies, with all the respectfully, at some point it comes down to that, right? What's the issue? The issue is he's not on the level of Tank. We don't think he's going to be able to compete with Tank. That's the issue. Respectfully. Great 130-pound champion. Don't want to take nothing away from him, but at the same exact time, keeping it 100, if we're going to keep it 100, respectfully, great boxer. Looks like a great attitude, good person. At the same time, But let's see. PBC doesn't have the money to use this Amazon deal. Isn't like the Showtime deal. Mr. Big Play. Mr. Big Play. We don't know that for sure, Mr. Big Play. We don't know that for sure, but I think it's reasonable to question where's the budget at. You guys didn't plan on paying these guys the highest pay they ever got. You guys didn't think that was going to come up? When Tank said he had 6 fighters that he wanted to fight, and he brought up Devin, he brought up Shakur, and he brought up Lomachenko, you guys didn't have a budget set to the side to make that happen? You guys gave Tank a $240 million deal and didn't have a budget set ready to... Where are the offers at? Where are all the offers? The money offers, not the inquiries, not the call and how you doing, how the kids doing. You got, what you doing for the next 3 months. No, I'm just checking in on you, see how you're doing. Just a wellness check, just making sure mentally how you doing. You've been seeing your therapist. Not one of those calls. No, another kind of call. Y'all know the call I'm talking about? You guys know the call that I'm talking about? The other call, not the wellness check. The other call. I don't know. Let's see here. He did stop Ryo. True. On short notice. True. After getting dropped. True. Salute to him, but I think he's the same level as Roach. Possibly true, 2 cents. I think skill-wise, you're right. But I think we have to admit that Edwin De Los Santos poses more of a punching threat than Lamont Roach. Can we agree on that? Edwin De Los Santos poses more of a punching threat than a Lamont Roach on the surface level, from the outside looking in. I've never been punched by Lamont Roach, and I've never been punched by Edwin De Los Santos, and I got no plans on getting punched. I got no plans on getting punched. Whole different game over here. You ain't punching on me. But from the outside looking in, it would look like Edwin De Los Santos is more of a punching threat. He's more of a punching threat than Lamont Roach. Therefore, a higher chance of winning a fight, or at least putting some excitement in the fight. We know the kind of fight he's going to bring to the table. If Lamont Roach brings that kind of fight to the table to Tank, it's going to be an early night. Can we agree on that, ladies and gentlemen? If he brings an Edwin De Los Santos fight to Tank Davis, it's going to be an early night. In between 2 and 5 rounds, if he fights that way. He knows that. Respectfully. Come on, man. Respectfully. 2 to 5 rounds if you fight that way. 2 to 5 rounds if you fight that way. Respectfully. Let's see. That's definitely facts. He provides a different type of obstacle. 100% 2 cents. And that's that fight. And another thing that he brings to the table is he's an actual 135 pounder. So we don't have to make excuses as to why Tank is bringing up another guy smaller than him, so that the whole entire boxing space can start calling him a cherry picker. Respectfully, I'm not calling him a cherry picker. I don't want to call him a cherry picker. I think Tank is one of them guys. But when his team puts together fights like this, then you start thinking about Hector Garcia, right? You start thinking about Leo Santa Cruz. You start going back. You start thinking about these fights that ain't make no sense. But Floyd was putting those fights together. Remember those fights that Tank was just fighting who they put in front of him? He wasn't picking the fight, so we didn't hold him accountable. But this is a different time, right, for Tank. This is a different time. Now Tank is his own man. He's no longer under the promotional team of Floyd Mayweather. He no longer has Leonard Elliott. He's supposed to be his own man. So this don't look right. This look like back then. I thought we was in a different chapter. You know what I mean? I don't know. I thought we was in a different chapter. Let's see here, 2 cents. Let's be real. I ain't paying 90 for Roach or Edwin. Facts. Facts. Well, look, we got to see what the undercard's going to be. The undercard got to be crazy. And David Benavidez and Jesse Hart, that's not crazy. Jesse Hart's a good fighter, a good boxer, though, for real. But I'll tell you what, high risk, low reward for David Benavidez. He's not supposed to lose against Jesse Hart. His last performance against Vozick, we saw what happened. Although David Benavidez had a couple of injuries and reasons as to why we're being told his performance was that way. And first of all, we're not going to act like he lost that fight because he didn't. He won that fight, but the performance was lackluster and it made people question, his first performance at 175 pounds made people question, is the weight bully finally getting a taste of his own medicine now that he doesn't have the leverage of weight over the fighters in front of him, the way Canelo pictured him, the way he painted him? Is he going to be special at 175? Because David Benavidez was special at 168, right? Is David Benavidez going to be special at 175? Jesse Hart is a good test, but no title, and he's risking his position to fight the winner between Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev for a fighter that doesn't even bring another title to the game. Talk to me. Is that what David Benavidez chose to do? David Benavidez put out a text. Do I have it here? I wonder if I have it here. Let's see. Let's see if I have it here, what he said. What did David Benavidez says? Jesse Hart. Let's see here. Yeah. David Benavidez. This was on what, 4 days ago? David Benavidez woke up Wednesday with an epiphany. He woke up 10:46 a.m. He woke up Wednesday with an epiphany. Said, I don't want to fight somebody who doesn't mean nothing, who doesn't mean something, for my career. I only want to fight the best available. The best out there now is David Morrell. That's what he said, quote. There's quotes on there, right, guys? You guys see quotes on there? Is there a quote on there? I don't know if I can make it bigger. I see quotes on there. It says, I don't want to fight somebody who doesn't mean something for my career. He understands the position he's in. He says, I only want to fight the best available. The best out there now is David Morrell. He didn't say the best is Jesse Hart. He didn't say that. He said the best out there right now is David Morrell. With that, unbeaten WBC interim light heavyweight champion Benavidez connected with a representative of his team and requested that he offer the Cuban unbeaten light heavyweight Morrell a fight. Huh? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a minute, man. Yeah. Shout out Champ Ross. He said, what took him so long to wake up? Yo, when you live in that life, silk sheets and, that's another conversation, right? But David Benavidez didn't call out for Jesse Hart, right? He didn't call out for something changed. He didn't call out for Jesse Hart, right? That's not what he said. Jesse Hart woke up and hit Instagram. He pulled this down, by the way. It's no longer there, by the way. But he said, I don't know nothing about fighting David Benavidez. I haven't spoken to anybody involved in these details about us fighting. I don't know where y'all getting this narrative. He calling us liars. Chad, he calling us liars. He said we lying on him. He said we coming out with crazy narratives. Where in the hell will we get the narrative that David Benavidez is fighting Jesse Hart? Where in the world will we get that from? Why? Where in the world did that come from? What in the hell were we thinking? Why are we out here pushing false narratives? Where did that come from? Don't look like it came from David Benavidez. It don't look like it came from David Benavidez. Who did it come from? Where did that come from? What does it say here? What took him so long? Benavidez needs to call Turkey to help get his freedom paperwork for the PBC. Oh, hold on, man. Listen, man. David Benavidez said he want to fight the best, guys. Right? Ain't that what David said? David said, I don't want to fight somebody who doesn't mean something for my career. I only want to fight the best available. The best out there now is David Morrell. Just in case you thought he was saying Jesse Hart was the best available, just in case that's what you were thinking he meant, just in case that's what you thought he meant, because we all can make mistakes out here. Jesse Hart's a great fighter. He might be one of the best out there right now in the light heavyweight division. We needed clarity. He thought about us, family. Cat, he thought about us and he said, let me clarify just in case you got it confused. The best out there is David Morrell. That's what he said. That's what he said. I didn't say that. He said it. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Guys, you know what I mean? I'm going to put the link up in a minute if anybody want to clarify some of these things. I might be wrong. You know, I don't want to misread the information, right? But somehow now we're hearing Jesse Hart, David Benavidez. I believe David Benavidez. I don't have the receipts here, but I believe David Benavidez has confirmed that he is fighting Jesse Hart, that he's not fighting David Morrell, that fight will happen in due time. That's a great fight. So he's been told what he's going to do. Forget what he's asking for. So we got to stop putting the pressure on these fighters, man, because unless these fighters are supposed to be bosses, we can't put pressure on them no more. And we can't count on them to let us know who they're going to fight, because they don't have no real say in it at the end of the day. They got to fight who the PBC puts in front of them. The PBC is thinking about their pockets. They're stylistically picking these fights. They're still building these fighters up. At some point, you got to say, man, the fighter's built up. At some point, the fighter's built up, and it's time for him to show and prove and show the world everything. Right, 2 cents, 100%. At some point, we got to talk like that. We got to keep it real, and we got to talk money in, money out. We got to talk return on investment. We got to talk about who has a vested interest in these fighters fighting fights that they don't want to fight. Because these fighters have social media now, and they get to speak, and they speak out. And when they speak, even though they pull down the Twitter 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes after they put it up, we still get to see it. And, you know, with technology, we screenshot and stuff. This stuff gets out there. So now we start to see the conflict of interest. We start to see where the fighters like Tank Davis reach out because the fighters let it be known. He called me. And then all of a sudden you see Lamont Roach is the next fight for Tank Davis. And now the narrative gets pushed out there. Nobody was available. The B-side. Shakur's ducking Tank. Ryo's ducking him. He should have came down to 135. He's ducking Tank. De Los Santos had a hurt hand. Y'all want us to make a fight with a dude with a hurt hand? Isn't that what they saying? Y'all wanna set up a fight with a dude with a hurt hand? Huh? Isn't that what they saying? Huh? Huh? They said he had a hurt hand, right? They said he had a hurt hand.
Ever offered a Tank fight?
Yes, we were. Did they accepted it? No, they didn't.
So what happened? Who denied the fight?
Denied the fight. I guess they chose Lamar Roach.
I thought he had a hurt hand. What's the narrative going to be now? Huh? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Shout out to my brother Mill City. Shout out to my brother Mill City. Shout out to my brother Mill City for giving those interviews. Ain't nothing like hearing it from the horse's mouth, because we can get things confused out here when content creators feel free to just put words and put narratives out there that clear their fighter, right? This is the dangers of being a fanatic of a fighter, when you can't accept the truth and you take it on yourself, because Tank ain't going to do nothing like that, right? Tank ain't going out here talking about Lamont Roach's hand was hurt or Shakur Stevenson ducked me or you know what I mean? He's not going out there pushing those Rio Venezuela. She didn't want to. He's not doing that, right? He chilling his crib. He's standing on business. Salute to Tank Davis, right? But the fans be getting besides themselves. They don't. Del Santos' hand was hurt. Del Santos, Cello didn't get that message. Somebody need to reach out to Del Santos' coach and remind him before he gets out here and does these interviews. Remind him that his fighter's hand is hurt and he can't fight. Before you go out there talking about how you had offers and everything, you make sure somebody got to let him know that his fighter's hand is hurt. Right? Right? No? Too much? Huh? I don't know, guys. You know what I mean? Cello need to get the word because he's feeling extra confident.
Ever offered a Tank fight?
Yes, we were. Did they accepted it? No, they didn't.
So what happened? Who denied the fight?
But then at the fight, I guess they chose Lamar Roach.
I mean,
Oh, damn. Damn, Zab Judah didn't sound. What happened to Zab Judah? Zab and Mill was like, oh. What was that all about? That was super disappointed. Shout out to Zab Judah. There was some disappointment there. There was some disappointment right there. Jesus, did you hear that? Hold on a second.
I mean, listen.
They chose Lamar Roach.
I mean,
What happened? What the hell happened there? Yo, hold on. Cello had to bring him back. Cello felt bad. Hold on. Cello felt bad.
It makes perfect sense. You know, I don't.
It's just a good fight. Hey, I ain't knocking on. There's a good fight, but it's the 130 going up to 135. Why not fight her like Shakur said? Or they could fight somebody that, you know what I'm saying? That's a natural 135 pounder.
Sab, you know you.
What happened? What happened? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You guys know me. I just ask questions, man. I'm gonna catch hell for this because I shouldn't be asking questions. You already know. We out of pocket for even asking questions, but you guys ask the questions. When you out there on them other spaces, you ask them what's going on for real, because the whole De Los Santos hurt his hand thing is out the door. It's out of here. We got to get that out of here. Get that the fuck out of here. We not hearing that. What did Canelo says my favorite? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Baby, you want baby? I know.
Come on, brother. Come on, bro. Hold on. We not doing that. We not doing that. You know what I'm saying? El Nia says, wait, Keyshawn 135 too, right? We're going to talk about Keyshawn later too, because everybody getting mad at my boy Keyshawn. Yeah, I said that's my boy, man. That's my boy, bro. Keyshawn got that heart, bro. I like the way he talk. I like the way he carry it. You know what I mean? He got smoke for everybody. He letting it be known. Easy work, easy work, easy work. That guy, that guy, that guy. You can get it. You can get it. You can get it. Everybody can get it. I like Keyshawn, man. I like his style, man. I like his swag. I like the way he put it in. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know, when he get, you know, when the cameras get on him, he let it be known. I'm not humble enough. I'm not a humble guy. I work too hard to be a humble guy. I work too hard, man. I spar the best. Bomack's my trainer, man. Terrence Crawford is an OG to me, man. I spar with Shakur. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a different kind of guy. X amount of fights into my career. Who's moving on this pace? Who's moving on this pace like Keyshawn? What's Keyshawn's record, by the way? What's Keyshawn's record? Let's talk facts here for a second. Hold on a second. Let's talk facts here. Let's talk facts here. Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn, the businessman Davis. 11 fights, 7 knockouts. That boy is getting ready to headline his own card in Virginia. And then after that, he's probably going to get in the title contention. Bob Arum's probably going to line him up with a Dennis Baranchek or at least a Raymond Moritalo. He's right there to be in the conversation. Remember Kenny Ellis said Keyshawn's not on the list? Lamont Roach ain't on the list. Lamont Roach ain't on the list. Is he on the list, chat? Yo, is Lamont Roach on the list? Hold on a second. Is Lamont Roach on the list? I just want to know. He said Keyshawn Davis wasn't on the list. Is Lamont Roach on the list? I don't know. He about to get a title soon. That's what I see for his future. I mean, he got to get through Gustavo, right? He got to get through Gustavo Limos. He got to get through him. You know, it'll be another crazy fight, headline his own card. He gets that fight in, though, gets Gustavo out of here by any means necessary. I can see him getting into title contention. If he gets a title at 135, then he's in the conversation. He can fight Tank Davis. And there's no more excuses. Shout out to Kenny Ellis, respectfully. We don't want to hear nothing about the list no more. Ain't no list. We don't care about the list. Ain't no list. Don't bring up no list no more. Ain't no list. Don't let them do it to you guys, man. Don't let them trick you guys. Ain't no list. There is no list. There's availability and there's no availability. There's styles that work and styles that don't work. Ain't no list. Ain't no list. Talk about it, 2 cents. That was written with pencil, erasable marker, right? Preschool stuff, right? Ain't no list. We don't want to hear nothing about no list no more. Ain't no list. Don't talk about who's on the list now. Lamont Roach ain't on the list. Lamont Roach ain't on the list. I don't think you guys have seen the list, by the way. I don't believe anybody knows what's on that list except for Tank. Period. Hold up. Hold up. Ain't no list. So where we at right now is 135 has fights there for Tank, and you ain't got to be on the list to fight Tank right now. You ain't got to be on the list. It's open season. It ain't got to be Shakur. It ain't got to be Lomachenko. It ain't got to be Devin Haney. It ain't got to be Teofimo. It could be whoever's available. Shout out to Cornelius Bennett in the building. My guy, player. Yeah, yeah. Ain't no list. Ain't no list. So this is the fight they're giving you guys. This is the fight that they're giving us. They want us to be quiet, right? We shouldn't be saying nothing. I'm sure, they want to give us hell. We shouldn't be saying nothing. Because what about Cordina? What about Joe Cordina? Right? Right? We shouldn't be saying nothing. Because what about Joe Cordina? So we shouldn't be saying nothing. I hear you. So salute to the Queen, Nick J in the building. The list in the trash, just like this. Right, Nick J. You right, Queen. You right. Ain't no list. Ain't no list. Ain't no list. Shout out to Maine in the building. Shout out. Yeah. Ain't no list, man. So it is what it is right now. We at the crossroads, guys. We at the crossroads. Tank Davis is a super talented fighter, man. A generational talent. But we will never get to officially crown him that without him getting in front of the right fighters. He has to do it just like everybody else. The eye test only goes so far, guys. We know that. We know that. We don't have to hold. We don't got to play these games. We know that. The eye test only goes but so far. He needs to be tested just like everybody else needs to be tested. And the longer it takes for him to get tested, the more it starts to look like, right? The more it starts, you fill it in. Remember that book, Ad-lib? Remember Ad-lib, the book? You got to fill it in with the adjectives. Remember Ad-lib? You fill it in. You fill it in. Right? Right? Until it happens, it is what it is. At this point, 30 years old, at this point, ATP, stand up. By the way, ATP stands for at this point, if I know. Right? That's what ATP stands for. So at this point, this is where we got to be at. We got to be at the crossroads, man. We got to be at the crossroads at this point. And we also have to be at the crossroads with the PBC. It's time. Tomorrow's October 1st. November, December, January. November, December. I didn't mean to flick y'all to give y'all the middle finger. So at some point, we could speak about the PBC too, right? We could speak about David Benavidez wanting to put a fight with David Morrell and ending up setting up a fight with Jesse Hart. We could speak about 5, 6 fights maybe for the year when they told us they were going to give us 12 to 14 events. We could speak about that, right? We could speak about that. We could talk about that. We don't got to be haters now. Are we haters? Am I a hater now? October 1st is tomorrow. Am I still a hater? Because I was talking about this in January, but I know I was being a hater then. But am I a hater now, though? In October 1st, 4 months away from the new year, am I a hater now?
Can
we talk about it now? I don't want to shake up nobody, you know what I mean? I don't want to be no hater. I just want to know what's going on. What's going on? What's going on with the PBC? It is what it is. But Keyshawn Davis, man. Yeah, man. Ain't no list. So Keyshawn got work to do. Shakur getting ready to fight William Zepeda. He's trying to push the fight William Zepeda, and he said something like December or February. I don't know what. I guess he's still trying to make. I don't know. The injury he got, I heard, was an injury that was going to take time to rehabilitate, but he's obviously not trying to, waste no time. He wants to strike the iron while it's hot. So he said he's skipping Joe Cordina and he's going right into William Zepeda, right? And then after that, he should be open for business. No, that'll be one fight. So maybe the second fight, he'll get a tune-up, I guess. Or maybe they'll finally cross the road and put him in the ring with Tank Davis. You know what I mean? Maybe. Who knows? But at this point, we're far enough into the year with this whole entire PBC Amazon deal and the way it's been structured, and Tank Davis being offered $200+ million, supposedly some through the deal with Amazon and all these different things going on. But there ain't no fights getting made, guys. Ain't no fights being made. We got to keep it real. Ain't no fights being made, man. And damn it, I'm starting to get to a point where I don't believe you niggas. I don't believe you niggas no more, man. I don't want to hear about that damn $200+ million no more. I don't want to hear about Al Heyman outsmarting Turkey Al-Sheikh and doing all these power moves, and I don't care about none of that, bro. I haven't even seen Al Heyman. Has anybody seen Al Heyman? I haven't even seen Al Heyman. As far as I'm concerned, that's a hype job too. Al Heyman's back. Where? Back where? What does back mean? Pause. Is that what you meant? Or did you really mean, what does that mean? I don't get it. Champ Ross, salute Champ Ross, PBC possibly 5 cards this year total. 2 were Tank, 2 were Canelo. So many fighters, so little dates. It's unacceptable. Hey, oh my God. Shout out to Two-Tone. It's musty out here. And I say that respectfully. Is that how you say Two-Tone? If you see this, correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Shout out to Two-Tone. You know what I mean? That's nasty work, man. That's nasty work. They took away your free card. And we know why. Because we seen that card, that Canelo card. If Caleb was, could you imagine if Caleb got his free card? Who would they have put there? Danny Garcia? We were going to bet on him? Was it going to be Danny Garcia? Who was it going to be? Who was it? Stephen Fulton was going to be on that card. You see why they canceled that card. You see why I don't want to hear about no damn McCumbee having no eye injury. Ain't no card getting canceled for no damn Trevor McCumbee. Respectfully, salute Trevor McCumbee. Salute Trevor McCumbee. Ain't no card getting stopped because of no damn Trevor McCumbee. We don't throw away a whole card because of Trevor McCumbee. We don't cancel a whole damn card for Trevor McCumbee, man. Come on, man. We can't be this dense, man. Now they want to take Tank and they want to put David Benavidez on the same card. David Benavidez should have his own card. We know this. Tim Tszyu getting his own card. David Benavidez is supposed to get his own card, man. What are we talking about right now, man? Ain't no debate, man. Ain't no debate, bro. Y'all can stop it, man. Don't come here trying to debate. Ain't no debate, bro. Go get those answers, man. Go talk to your mans and go get the answers, man. Ain't no debate, bro. We ain't trying to debate no nonsense like that. That's a dumb debate. That's a stupid debate. If I get in a debate with one of you guys about this, you know how they say people from afar can't tell who's who. I can't be caught up in no debate about no conversation like that, guys. Come on, man. It is what it is. But let's move the topic, man. I don't want to burn it down. I don't want to overdo it. I still want to see what happens, you know. But look, the fight's been put in. December 14th, we're expecting Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. Supposedly, David Benavidez and Jesse Hart supposed to be on the same card. There's rumors out there they're pushing out there potential. The Charlo brothers may be coming back. They better come back, damn it. They better come back. Somebody need to come back, man. Somebody need to come back, bro. Somebody need to come back. You know what I mean? And I'm not too sure if, I'll be honest with you, I'll go a little further. I'm not too sure if Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach deserves to be the headline on no damn card either. he might need to be the co-main event to David Benavidez and Jesse Hart. But then again, because Jesse Hart a good fighter, though. Jesse Hart's a good fighter, for real, though. Real talk. All jokes aside, he's real good. He'll mess around and mess up David Benavidez's game plan, which is why I'm saying I don't even understand. Did they not know who they playing with? Why would you risk David Benavidez getting a unified, becoming an undisputed light heavyweight champion, potentially getting the winner between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, and put him in the ring with a Jesse Hart? Jesse Hart ain't going to give David Benavidez no accolades. He'll get him ready, though, because if he beats Jesse Hart and he dominates Jesse Hart, he's going to be ready for the winner between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. But if he gets derailed, well, I guess he'll just throw David Morrell in there, right? He is sitting on a regular WBA title. So I guess that's what they would do. So David Benavidez, they done threw you in the ring with somebody. You know what I mean? They done threw you in the ring with somebody, and they rolling the dice, right? Because you said, I don't want to fight somebody who doesn't mean nothing, or I don't want to fight somebody who doesn't mean something for my career. I only want to fight the best available. The best out there is David Morrell. The best out there is David Morrell. He said that for a reason. Right? He said that for a reason. It's going to be worthwhile. So, I mean, he's fighting Jesse Hart. You know what I mean? Nick J saying that's why I fucks with DB. Who's DB? You know I'm slow, Nick J. It'll probably hit me in a minute. Hide the Haney is insane. Hide the Haney is insane. LOL. We need the Charles friends to hit hide the Haney. Oh yeah. That is insane. Yeah, you can't count on them, bro. You can't count on them. You don't know what they're gonna do. But let's move on to Devin Haney, man. Let's move on to Devin Haney. Let's talk about Devin Haney, because I do want to get through these topics real quick so I can get the link out there so I can build with the community. You know how it is. Hope y'all enjoying the show. Make sure you hit the like buttons, by the way. If you haven't subscribed, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate you guys and all the support. Really do. So Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. This story has just been going and going and going, right? I want to say April 20th started this, but this really, let's be honest, guys, this started like 4-5 months before April 20th, right? And I don't want to get all deep into the story because we know what the story is, but we know Ryan started, it really started, let's be honest, once Devin Haney beat Regis Prograis. That's where this story begins, right? Devin Haney beats Regis Prograis. He makes a move up to 140. He collects that WBC title. The whole world, seen him have a great performance against Regis Prograis, but still, the detractors wanted to rip him down. They wanted to discredit him. They wanted to say that Regis Prograis was a cherry pick. He just came off of a horrible fight against Zorilla, and stylistically, Bill Haney cherry picked this guy, and they were expecting Devin to have an performance, but he ended up having a super dominating performance. A lot of people felt like he should have stopped Regis Prograis, and then people started calling out his name, right? Ryan Garcia says, you trash. I want to fight you next. And at that point, we're like, okay, we're good with that fight. But then Ryan switched off, did the famous run with Floyd Mayweather, went and started knocking on Rolly's door, got played, and ultimately the fight came full circle back. Rolly played him. Floyd Mayweather played him. And also, we got to remember, Ryan Garcia got played by Tank Davis in his fight that he had X amount of months before, because he got put on a rehydration clause, had the worst performance of his life, got stopped, blamed it on him conceding too much, and made it a point that he would never concede to those types of terms and conditions on a fight again. And now, fast forward, we have that fight come by. Ryan Garcia does what he does. We find out 2 to 3 weeks later that Ryan Garcia is on PEDs. The whole world goes crazy. Devin Haney finally has a reason as to why he lost the fight, even though we can talk about that as well, because we know it was more than just PEDs. But, regardless, doesn't matter. Here we are, present day. Devin Haney decided to pull the trigger and put a lawsuit together and send it over to Ryan Garcia's team, which involves Oscar De La Hoya as well, right? It involves Oscar De La Hoya because they want to look at the books, things of that nature. So now they're talking about Oscar De La Hoya right now. And the boxing space, all these content creation spaces, most of them are sitting there hating on Devin right now, right? Now, there's multiple ways we can look at this. I think one of the biggest ways that I want to shine light on is to say that Ryan Garcia don't like you niggas, and he don't like you Muslims. He made that clear. So I really don't understand what the whole entire defend him tooth and nail and make that. I don't get that part. That's a whole weird situation within itself. But outside of that, right? Outside of the fact that he don't like you niggas. He don't like you niggas. Right? That's not me just, you know, right? Y'all correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Last time I checked. Did he change? Is that what happened? He said he loved niggas now? I don't know. I don't follow Ryan that closely, so you guys let me know. That definitely could have changed. I could be wrong. I can own up to, you know, I might be a little off of my facts right now. Last time I checked, he didn't like niggas and he don't like Muslims. So I don't know what we're defending him for, number one. Number two, he's a cheat, right? And I said number two because that's the priority, right? Like first, he don't like niggas. He don't like you niggas. First, he don't like you niggas. And then he's a cheat, right? Right? PDs in the system, didn't make the weight on purpose, right? That same Ryan, right? Got fondled in the woods, saving the kids in the world. Same Ryan, right? Okay, all right. Just want to make sure. And Devin Haney has taken this loss, and he's decided to put a lawsuit in there. What do I think about it? I think at the end of the day, Devin Haney can do what the hell he wants to do, right? I'm not going to get in the way of that man's money, his hustle, or whatever he's doing out there. Who am I to sit there and put some statement out there about how Devin Haney's messing boxing up and he looking soft? Not against Ryan Garcia, he not. Right? Not against Ryan Garcia, he's not. If he wants to go hit that dude's pockets up, all power to him. This doesn't really get that deep for me. Where it gets deep for me is the way the community, the boxing community, us. Shout out to anybody who's not black in the building. I really appreciate you guys. Salute to you guys, you know what I'm saying? But this is to the people who look like me a little bit, right? Specifically to the people who look like me a little bit. I don't understand why we're so hateful to each other. Why are we such haters? Why do we do things to each other that other communities would never think to do to us? And this can go beyond boxing, obviously, right? This can go beyond boxing, obviously, right? Not just this. This is just a side effect of something way bigger, right? Why does it seem like we comfortably self-hate on each other? These other communities would never do that, right? Ryan Garcia took PEDs, said he don't like niggas, said he can't stand Muslims, said he want to dig up George Floyd. I mean, put a knee on him, kill him again. And his community is like, yo, y'all act like y'all never said nothing bad before. Right? Their community is just clear. But why are we the way we are? That's all that's been happening. This Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia situation, more than anything, has exposed our community. It has exposed our community in a way that, you know, it's kind of like you got family members that have like molested other family members, but, you know, people inside the family may know about it, but you know how it is. I don't want to touch on nothing sensitive, right? But the outside world don't know about it. But now all of a sudden, they made a reality TV show of our family called The Boxing Creation Space, the Boxing Content Creation Space. And you see all these brothers, these good brothers showing their colors all over the place, and they don't give a damn, right? It's weird. It's weird. I think that's the biggest thing that when I walk away from this whole Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia situation, because I could care less about Devin Haney suing him. As far as I know, Devin Haney may not even be returned to boxing. I don't know. I don't know why Devin Haney would care so much about what this community thinks about him. You know, I said it before and I keep saying it. The boxers in this community are desensitized to us. They don't care about what we thinking no more because we so wishy-washy and whack, and we with you while you knocking people out and we talking crazy about you. When you're not knocking people out, they don't care. That's why Tank don't even play the Twitter game and don't do interviews on boxing platforms, or he's not doing that. He'll give, like, you know, Najee over there at Cigar Talk some time if he got a fight to promote or something like that. But they're not out here, bro. They're not out here. You know what I mean? They don't care. That's why Shakur go to England or go do a Riyadh season over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, go get paid $5 million to go fight Joe Cordina and not think nothing of it. He don't care about what you guys are saying. That's why he won't even give you guys the time of day to respond to you guys about you guys saying that he duck and trying to prove it. Why? Not to this community. Right? Not to this community. Why would he do that? This community that will pull you up on the channel and tell you about your money and challenge you and try to debate you and call you a duck to your face and say everything like that. Listen, let's be real, man. Let's be real. Virgil Ortiz ain't going to no Mexican boxing content creating space and get an interview and do nothing but get loved on. Pause. Right? He ain't going to do nothing but get praised and celebrated. That's what he going to do. Hey, Virgil, good luck on your fight. I want to tell you, hey, I wanted to know how did it feel when you think you'll ever fight Ryan Garcia? Hey, man, make sure you go in, right? But not this community. Not this community. We don't move like that. What's going on in the chat? Let's see. El Nia, I mean, the fans can do what they want. The boxers only owe performance and max effort. That's it. That's it, El Nia. That's it. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Shout out to Randall 700 in the building. Salute, King. How you, King? Hope everything is good with you. Let's see here. Casino life, Perez, black people hate Shakur and Bud. Please explain that. But we do, but we also love Errol, Tank, etc. I don't have to like you just because you black dog. Yeah, Casino life. You don't gotta. It's not about liking them, right? It's about tearing them down. Especially in moments like this with Devin Haney, right? In this situation in particular, right? This is a situation where there's nothing wrong with hanging back and allowing this to play. There's nothing wrong with not celebrating Ryan Garcia making a joke out of boxing and coming in not 3.5 pounds overweight, not trying to make the weight, taking performance enhancement drugs, doing all those things. There's nothing wrong with holding him accountable. We ain't got to attack each other all the time. I promise you, in these other communities, there's certain lines they don't cross, man. They don't go through these things. We've been conditioned, brother. I promise you. This is passed down tradition right here. This is what we do. And only if you can be honest with yourself. Other than that, I get it. You know what I mean? But if you want to be honest with yourself, then you'll keep it real and say, listen, I see it every day. I live in the hood. I see it every day. I know exactly what you're talking about, Clay. It's happening every day. We drilling on each other. We tearing each other down. We doing, we talking bad behind each other's backs. We don't care. When it comes to us, I'm saying specifically, we do stuff to us that we won't do to other communities. We won't go outside our community and do what we do to us. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He's been held accountable. He's suspended and fined. Yeah. Okay. So what? That's what the sanctioning bodies decided. Excuse me. That's what the New York State Athletic Commission did. They passed down their judgment. But Devin Haney's well within his right to search for his own justice. He could either go meet up with Ryan Garcia, go upside his head with a baseball bat. He can go and make a fight with him and get Ryan Garcia paid even more money, get him another $10 to $20 million for the rematch, get him even more rich. He could do that too. Or he could tap him in his pockets and he could take him to court. Right? And that move, him taking him to court, as crazy as it sounds, we don't know what precedent can get set off the back end of that. Because I promise you, there's a lot of boxers in the community and trainers in the community who are looking at this like, shit, I hope he win that shit. I hope he wins it. I hope if this can set a precedent to let fighters know, like, listen, this is beyond boxing, that this can go into lawsuits that can go deeper into your pockets than whatever the New York State Athletic Commission is going to give you, then that's more incentive and more vested interest to be a clean fighter. That's more vested interest in doing it. There's a lot of fighters and trainers out there who completely co-sign, like, man, get yours, bro. Especially with the Ray Ryans in playing. No humility. No, damn, man, I must have took something. I would never do that. Nah, you being a pussy, man. They trying to set me up. They sent over Scooter and hit them and Victor Conti, and they sent somebody in. I was set up, man. All that nonsense. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. He can get some humility. A little humility ain't going to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. As far as I'm concerned, though, I don't care, man. Get him. Get him. I don't care. I don't love him. I don't care. I ain't messing with him like that. I got enough respect for myself to not mess with nobody who's gonna say something like that. I got a son who watching me out here move. I got to pay attention to how I move, man. Ain't nobody sitting out here talking about they hate me, call me a nigga, and I'm Muslim. I'm a black Muslim. What I look like, man? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, bro. We ain't trying to hear none of that. We ain't trying to see it. None of that. El Nia said, I mean, I saw Bill say they suing for the bread. Ryan paid Golden Boy. I said it don't make sense, and I get that. Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, man. I'm not getting too deep. I'm not sitting here saying I would sue. I don't know if I would sue. Maybe I would. If I had the money and my lawyers sat me down like, listen, we can get you a crazy bag. You know, listen, bro. This is rich people problems. But I'm damn sure not going to kick Devin Haney's back in for taking care of his business. I'm not doing that. Right? I don't necessarily have to be doing the same thing he's doing, but I ain't going to kick his back in. There's no reason for me to do that. That's just ridiculous. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Let me see here. Casino. Devin has no other payday option. I agree. Ryan got options. Devin is blowing his future. I can't feel them dudes on being anti-drugs. They work with Victor Conti. I hear you, bro, but nobody's popped. They ain't popped. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, that's a whole nother conversation because I'm definitely not going to be on the side of a conversation where I'm defending Victor Conti. I'm not doing that. You're not going to put me over there. But I'm going to say at the end of the day, Devin suing Ryan Garcia, that's Devin's prerogative. Him ruining his career, that's his prerogative. If he feels like he's ruining his career or you guys feel like he is, and if he does, I don't know. I don't know. But damn sure ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna kick that man's back in because he got tried, bro. He got tried. And not only did he get tried by Ryan Garcia, the whole boxing space, the community has tried Devin Haney. The community in general has tried Devin Haney. That's a fact, right? So he don't owe nobody. He don't owe y'all no loyalty to none of what y'all talking about. He definitely don't owe Ryan Garcia no second fight, no 10 million. He don't owe him nothing that puts money in his pocket. You know what I mean? He could do what he got to do. This is, I don't like, let me see here. Who is Devin fighting? Devin's fighting Ryan Garcia in court, rude exposure. Sadly, when dealing with lawyers, only get El Nia says, sadly, when dealing with lawyers, only they get paid. Clients get the satisfaction of being right. Maybe. If you got a good lawyer, man, you'll get paid. I don't like it. Devin tried everybody first. You make your bed, lay in it. I mean, he tried boxers first. He's in boxing. How did he try? I don't understand. He's a boxer, bro. He's a fighter. You talking about him calling out fighters, saying bad stuff to people he could fight against? I don't know. Maybe it is, man. I don't know. Maybe it is what it is, bro. Everybody got their own opinion on it. It is what it is. But personally, me, where I stand on it is, yeah, man, the community has turned its back on the Shakurs of the world, the Terrence Bud Crawfords of the world, and the Devin Haneys of the world. And these fighters have no loyalty or no type of accountability to this space because the space has no accountability to them, right? That's why Terrence will go and do what he got to do because, you know, he's always on the wrong side of the street. That's why Shakur going to do what he got to do because he's always going to be the B side, right? He's not an exciting fighter. He don't give the fans what they want. And that's why Devin going to go do what he has to do because he ain't shit. So do your thing, Devin. Good luck to you, brother. Good luck. So did you guys catch the fight on Friday night? We catch these fights. Did we catch these fights? I caught these fights. And these fights meant a lot to me, man, because I really want to see where Shushu's going to take it next. And I really want to see where Xander Zayas is going to take it next. Xander Zayas, in my opinion, delivered, right? He delivered. And what did he deliver on? He delivered on the message, right? This fight was going to be a very tough fight for him. His first tough fight. Shout out to Donnie D for putting some color in the chat. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you. For the cause. For sure, man. Y'all don't be scared to throw some color in the chat, too. You haters. Let me see. Shushu looked terrible. I like Xander for sure. And the ladies' ward. For sure. We could talk about it all, El Nia. That's a fact. Shushu, I felt he fought the wrong fight. Or, you know, I feel like Shushu kind of like brought that Canelo, Gervonta Tank Davis energy to a degree, with that high guard walking down Suleiman, what is it, Sadegwa? I don't know his last name, but walking him down and trying to basically capitalize off counter punching. And, Suleiman wasn't participating, wasn't subscribing to that game. He fought a complete different fight, and it just looked like Shushu just never adjusted. He never accepted the fact that Suleiman wasn't going to fight that fight and that he was going to have to box him and make some opportunities for himself. He got on it a little bit towards the end in the last couple rounds of the fight, but yeah, definitely not one of Shushu's best performances, but walked out on the other side of that performance with a victory though and a silver WBC title. So that still puts him in a position he needs to be in and gives him an opportunity to learn. I like what he said after the fight, just basically saying it was time to go back to the drawing board, go back, keep working. He's an experienced, high pedigree amateur boxer. So I see him still making the adjustments. I'm still very optimistic about what's going to happen with Shushu. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I still think he's going to be one of the toughest guys in that 126-pound division. I expect him to unify. I expect him to chase undisputed in that division and do the same thing at 130. Right. That's what I expect from him, but not based off of that performance. Right. Not based off of that performance. But Xander Zayas is really the one who put the work in. Let's be honest. Right. Xander Zayas really did the work. You know what I mean? He really showed out. And basically at the end, who is it? Was it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He really put the work in and really showed the world that, look, I'm in the building and I'm ready. And he shouted out the top 5 dudes in 154 pounds. I'm not too sure if Xander Zayas is ready for that. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not too sure if he's ready for the top competition at 154, but he's definitely ready for a Charles Conwell. I think the development needs to be there. Every time I see Xander Zayas get inside of the ring, it's like you can see him maturing. He's growing. He's getting bigger. He's filling out more. He's looking stronger. He looks like he can go up to 168, to be honest with you. Right? Definitely 160 easily, but he got a big frame on him. So Xander Zayas had a real tough Mexican in front of him that wasn't going to go anywhere, but he was able to land a lot of effective shots, very effective aggression. Really, that the guy who was fighting, what was his name that he was fighting? What was the guy's name that he was fighting? He was a real tough Mexican. He fought on Pro Box a couple of times, but it was a real good test for Xander. And I really do see him being one of those guys at 154. Seeing him come up the way he did the other night, I just want to see Boots at 154. I want to see him in the mix in the conversations with these type of fighters. You know what I mean? But I know Boots is on his 147 mission. But yeah, 154 is in good hands. And Xander Zayas definitely was impressive. What we got going on in here. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let's catch up on what's going to be said here. Nick J said some forums and I refuse. But YouTube blocked my cards, all 6 of them. Whoa, what's going on here? Donnie, ain't you supposed to be in class? Okay. Nikki J, funny. Let's see here. Funny, you would think Devin is the only boxer that deals with snack because he's the only one I hear dummies bring up. 100%, Nick J. 100%. Last time I checked, Caleb Plant was on it. Terrence Crawford was on it. A lot of fighters is on it. Dimitri Andrade is on it. A lot of fighters is on it, but it is what it is. Shout out Thomas Hill in the building. Thomas Hill, my Johnny dude, so was I dude. I'm 70 behind on lingo. Okay. Texas, he ain't ready yet for the top 10 at 154. Okay. Nikki J says he's not quite ready yet, not for the top 5. And Durza will hurt that kid too. He's kid ATX age 22, 23. Nick J, anybody on snack is a suspect, and Devin the only one having PED drama. What PED drama is Devin having, Casino? What are you talking about? What PED drama he got? What does that mean? I never knew Devin Haney had PED drama. You talking about Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia got PED drama. Devin don't got no PED drama. The only drama he got is that he was on the business end of somebody who's on PEDs and not on snack. You know what I'm saying? For whatever that's worth. He wasn't on snack either. Ryan wasn't on no snack. He was on straight Ostarine, right? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, with Ryan, but that's not PED drama. That's Ryan's PED drama. But The queen is talking about, snack and all the people who using snack and not popping on PEDs, right? That's what she's talking about, right? So he ain't got no PED drama. But you guys won't never call out the other guys that are working with Victor Conte. You guys got no issues with Caleb. Nobody's like, yeah, but Caleb on snack though. Yeah, I seen how he came back and beat up on Trevor McCummey, but he on snack though. So you don't hear that, right? It is what it is. So, I think, but as far as getting back to Xander Zayas and Xander Zayas fighting, Xander Zayas fighting the top 5 or top 10 junior middleweights in the game. I do think he's ready for the Charles Conwells. I could see him in there with a Erickson Lubinson. I could see him in there with a Jesus Ramos. I could see him in there with Brian Mendoza as well. I ain't gonna lie. I know you guys think that might be too much for him. I don't know, but I could definitely see him, and that's what I expect to see on his next fight. I expect to see an opportunity like that come out for him. I don't think he's ready for Terrence, or Virgil Ortiz may be a tall order for him. I don't know, but at the same time, Virgil Ortiz, he's coming off of a good fight with Serhii Barchuk, but he looked human, right? He looked human in that fight. He didn't look superhuman. You never know. You never know. Conwell doing bad. Hey, good fights, Nick J. At the end of the day, good fights. I think Charles Conwell could definitely do him bad. Will he do him bad? The fight will tell that story. Seeing him in the fight will give us a better outlook on when that's going to be. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, how you gonna pop when you work with Conte? You ain't gonna pop. Devin is the topic, not Caleb Plant. Okay, Casino. Is Victor Conte the only doctor in boxing? Is he the only guy out there? Look, you know what I mean? Like, it don't make no difference. I mean, I'm not trying to defend Victor Conte. I'm just saying at the end of the day, we can't act like Devin Haney's on PEDs, bro, when he's not on PEDs. You know what I'm saying? Victor Conte's not the only guy, the only person who can facilitate those services. I was watching Paulie Malignaggi talk, most guys who use PEDs don't get caught. Most guys don't. Why? Is Victor Conte helping every single one of those guys? No, because there's doctors out there who've been doing this for a long time. Victor Conte's one of hundreds of doctors that do that provide that service. At the end of the day, if the fighter hasn't popped on the test, he hasn't popped on the test, man. We can't sit here and try to respond to Ryan Garcia's guilt with rumors or theories about how Devin Haney's probably doing the same thing because he's working with Victor Conte. That's not a good time to bring it up. You know what I mean? Listen, man, I'm not here to defend Victor Conte. I'm just saying it don't make no difference because Ryan Garcia popped on PEDs, bro. It don't make no difference. It ain't my business. He picked Victor Conte maybe because of all that. So I don't know. I know he ain't pop on no piss test. He ain't had no PEDs in his system. He ain't pop on that. On none of the fights he's done. He has no history of popping. So why am I going to bring up? I don't care about Victor Conte. If I'm talking about Ryan Garcia, why would I bring up Victor Conte? The only person I'm concerned about, I want to know what Dr. Ryan Garcia worked with. What's the doctor's name that worked with Ryan Garcia? What's that guy's name? Maybe that guy needs to get questioned. We need to find out who that guy is. Right? So it is what it is. They just like to hate on black fighters. Clay, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It don't matter, bro. What does it even matter? Casino, what does it matter? He's one of the people who started VADA, which is not even true. It's not even true, but what does it matter? Ryan Garcia popped. He popped. Not only on the VADA test, on the New York State Athletic Commission test. Is that what your point is? The fact that VADA popped him, so Victor Conte had, well, what about the New York State Athletic Commission test? The samples that he left with them that he popped, what about them? It don't make no difference. The man popped. He's a cheat. What are we talking about? It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, right? Nick J trying to change the blame. Ryan Garcia is a couple. 100%, Nick. Yeah, I mean, look, it is what it is, Casino. Look, we all got our opinion, bro. I ain't even mad at you. I can't even act like I'm mad at you because I'm not, bro. But I am going to say that at the end of the day, that doesn't work for me. You know, I got my kids. I got my kids, and when they get in trouble, some of them tend to want to like bring up stuff and get you to feel sorry for them. You never listen to me like you listen to the rest of them. When I be saying stuff, you don't be listening to me. And you in trouble right now. I'm trying to hear none of that shit. This ain't the time you want to have that conversation. We could do that conversation when you're not in trouble. You ain't finna be getting some straightening right now and in the middle of this straightening, try to turn this into I don't give you enough attention. We're not trying to hear that. This ain't the time to hear that. This ain't the time for that. Ryan did what he did, bro. F Victor Conti. He ain't got nothing to do with the conversation. Salute 9 fingers. Bradley, what's good, family? It's a big place. Say it's a bot in the chat. Is there a bot? Is that what Casino Life for is? Is there a bot in the chat, Mr. Big Play? Is there a bot? I'm about to put the link out though, so my people can come up and build. If y'all want to build, I am about to put it out there. I am about to put it out there. But yeah, Xander Zayas, man. You know what I mean? I like what I saw. Shoo. He just didn't adjust, and I know he can, but his last performance was his last performance, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. His last performance was his last performance, and that's how we judge these fighters. So he has work to do. He definitely has work to do. You know what I mean? He definitely has work to do. Definitely Nick. Well, Nick at work though, but if she feels like joining, she definitely can. Nick's definitely at work though. I'm pretty sure she's at work. I think she's at work. But yeah, you know, Shushu could definitely make the adjustments and still be who he's got to be. I'm expecting him probably getting some title contention in his next fight as well. He's right there, ranked number 1. I mean, Nick Ball's about to fight in a few weeks. Nick Ball's about to defend his WBA title, but after that defense, you know, it's very likely that Bruce Carrington is going to can probably activate a mandatory over there. No doubt, Casino for sure, bro. For sure, man. I'm not. Wait, hold on. I got subscribers. I'm not going to shit on you though. Definitely not a bot. No doubt. Let me see. All over just. No doubt, Casino. That's how it's supposed to be, bro. 100%, bro. Trust me, bro. 100%, man. 100%, bro. 100%, man. I definitely understand, man. We got 27 people in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. If you haven't hit the like button, do that. And if you haven't subscribed, definitely encourage you to do that. I definitely encourage you to do that, right? But what else is going on in boxing right now, man? Like I said, Keyshawn is shaking it up right now. Keyshawn is definitely shaking it up right now. Let's see what else is going on, man. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, yeah, for sure. Sandy Ryan, Michaela Mayer, great fight. Clearly the fight of the night. Those two girls had the fight of the night, 100%. A lot of drama, though, right? A lot of drama involved with that fight. Sandy Ryan getting hit with a bucket of paint and all types of drive-by painting happening on her. And, you know, she did look shaken up. I'm not going to lie. She looked shook up when she was getting interviewed about it before the fight. I thought that might throw off, but still she did. You know, she let those hands go. She left it all in the ring. But Michaela was a more accurate puncher in that fight for sure. But you know, with the lady, sometimes the power isn't there, so we don't get to see the stoppage. But the fight was definitely like right up there. Those girls left it all in there. They realized they were the main event, and they wanted to carry it correctly. What's going on here? Let's see. Okay, Conti was also on the Marilyn Jones fiasco. These drugs were developed by a chemist called Patrick Arnold. 100%, Donnie. Victor Conti was diabolical. Ooh, that's a fact. Victor Conti was diabolical, 100%. Definitely diabolical, and I'll never defend him. I'll never see him try to defend Victor Conti. I'm not going to do that. That's a fact. My God. Yeah, Blue. Yeah, Blue. Yeah, we just sitting here building, you know what I mean, talking about this. So I'll throw the link just in case, you know, maybe you might come up or not. We just building on a whole bunch of stuff. Marion Jones, right, Donnie D, 100%. 100%, Donnie D, 100%. But yeah, so, you know, the Michaela Michaela put in the work, and that fight was really like fight of the night for sure, man. I mean, it was just no holds barred. It was beyond boxing. It was smoke in there. There was those issues being dealt with and ironed out inside that ring. They left it all in there, man. I hit the link in a minute. No doubt, Casino for sure. For sure. Boxing Talk. Great show. Thank you, family. Who's this? IOTBA Boxing Talk. Salute, King. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. What else is there going on right now, man? We talked about Tank and Lamont. We talked about Devin and Ryan. We talked about Keyshawn. Did we talk about Keyshawn really? I mean, we tapped into Keyshawn's situation, what he has to do. Keyshawn thinks he can. I think Keyshawn's going to be a big star, man. I'm not going to lie. But I do think he's moving a little fast. They're fast tracking him, but they did the same thing to Lomachenko. So maybe he won't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? But I like the way he talk. I ain't gonna lie. I like him talking crazy. I like it. I like when he's talking crazy to all these fighters, bro. When he's talking about beating them, and I don't care. I like it. I want to see all those fights. Maya lost to me, but it was the fight of the night. Yeah, it was a close enough fight. I ain't mad at you, Mr. Big Player. It was close enough to where I'm cool with you saying that she lost. But I'm also cool with them saying she won. I think at the end of the night, I was split. I was ready. I was cool with a draw, to be honest with you. I thought it was draw worthy. But that being said, it just means that it was a super competitive fight. So whoever won the fight, I'm okay with them winning it. I won't take the win away from them. Shout out to AK Crowd in the building. Salute, King. How you? Salute, King. Salute. Bivol better be here soon. Oh, 100%. Texas 16. I was gonna, yeah, we could talk about that for sure though. I wanted to save that for tomorrow, but definitely better be even Bivol is getting ready to come. And that fight, I swear, every time I think about that fight and I look at that fight, I always end up going back and forth. Sometimes I'm with Bivol, sometimes I'm with Better BF. It's really a super close. Can anyone click the link? Oh, for sure, Boxing Talk. You can definitely hit the link, bro. That's for anybody who feels like coming up, man. We definitely already did my spiel. You know what I mean? Definitely just building. But that Better Beef Bivol fight is going to be a very interesting fight. I just know that this is what I believe. I believe Better Beef is going to box better than what people think he's going to box. And I think Bivol is going to punch harder than what people think he's going to punch. I think it's going to be one of those kind of fights when I think about it, right? Like Better Beef is going to box well. He's going to show that he can box on a level with Bivol, that he can, that he's not outmatched as bad as everybody thinks he does when it comes to that topic. And I believe Bivol's going to show that he's punching harder than what people want to give him credit that he's punching, and that he can hurt Better Beef. I think that's what we're going to see. Which one is going to win is going to be based upon the one who can compete in the space that they don't normally compete in the best, right? So if Bivol can be a big puncher in this fight, I see him winning. But if Better Beef can level up and box with Bivol on that level to where he's winning rounds, I can see him winning this fight and stopping Bivol for sure. I really can see it. Because if he can box and he can cut that ring off, it's going to be a problem for Bivol. Let's see. Should Benavidez fight the winner? For sure. Silva, for sure. That's what it should be. I don't know if that's what I would expect it to be. It could be a rematch clause in there. You know how that goes. Even though Bivol has been pretty upfront speaking about going up to fight at cruiserweight. Him and Jai Opatai and certain opportunities are waiting there for him. And Turkey, has offered them big money to be able to make these fights happen. But yeah, David Benavidez should get the winner. But I think it's going to be interesting because David Benavidez is about to fight Jesse Hart, right, in December 14th. So, we got to see how that works first. We definitely have to see how that works first because Jesse Hart, lay down fighter, bro. And David Benavidez has shown that he's a regular human being at 175. He's a good fighter, but he hasn't shown that he's special at 175 the way he shows that he's special at 168. And Jesse Hart, can beat a regular light heavyweight, right? Somebody who's not special, who's just good. Jesse Hart can beat a good light heavyweight fighter. If that makes any sense. Don't let that go over your head. He can definitely do that. So this is going to be a big fight for him. I think he's taking a risk. I think it's high risk, zero reward. I think he's already locked in his space as a mandatory, or at least as a favored challenger for the winner of that fight. And I think he needs to be careful his matchmaking. And David Morrell makes sense because how big that fight was going to be. They're both sitting on interim belts in their own right. I mean, David Morrell's belt is a regular WBA belt, but still we know what that means. Regular is kind of like the interim, another word for interim title. And David Benavidez having that WBC title, they both are in a place to where they can fight the winner of Better Beef and Bivol. So if they fought each other, I would be okay with that fight. That would be an exciting fight. And the winner of that fight fighting the winner between them, there's a story there. It makes sense. But Jesse Hart just sounds like the PBC, playing with money again. That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I mean? Let's see. Casino said Benavidez might lose to both for real. I wish he could have got Canelo. 100%. Casino Life, 100%, man. But David Benavidez has told us that it was injuries. It was underlying things that were going on that made the fight look competitive against Vosnik. So, let's see what he does against Jesse Hart. Are they pushing Keyshawn to put space in between Abdullah too? Because Abdullah will fight for the belt next year. 100%, Mr. Big Play. I think that Bob Arum, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think that Bob Arum is playing chess right now, or at least top rank, right? Maybe not Bob Arum directly, because I heard he's not in the same powerful capacity that he was in back in the day, that he's more almost of a face, a front guy. That is a lot of brains working behind the scene to put what's going together. But you can see that they're fast tracking Abdullah Mason as well. He's going to be so active. He's going to be on this Keyshawn card, matter of fact, right? So they want to put him up there. But Keyshawn's right there in the rankings to get an opportunity, even with the WBC with Shakur or with the WBO with Dennis Berinchek. I haven't checked the other sanctioning bodies, but they're definitely fast tracking Keyshawn as well. So I don't know if they're trying to make space in between him and Abdullah, but I do believe that that top rank wants to make their presence felt at 135. I think they know they have that talent there. They know they have Lomachenko. They know they have Keyshawn. They know they have Abdullah Mason. They know they have the talent there to make big fights in that division, because that division has a lot of money behind it right now with Shakur in there and Tank in there, right? And Lomachenko in there. So I think Bob Arum wants to, have some more exposure to the division. So he is going to fast track Keyshawn Davis, and I think he does put him in front of a Dennis Berinchek if he does very well in this fight. Why not? Because Dennis Berinchek, somebody's going to take that. More than likely, somebody's going to take that belt off of him, and I'm sure Bob Arum would rather a top-ranked fighter be the one that does it, and be somebody who can get in that conversation and making a big fight with a Tank Davis down the line. Hope that answers some of the question. Let's see here. Donnie Casino agree, but I've given up. He ain't fighting Benny. Yeah. You're right. Abdullah is coming for sure. Ain't nothing able. I think Abdullah Mason also, by the way, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Abdullah Mason could mess around and try 140. I think he's a big 135 pounder, man. I mean, the last couple, he's been fighting like these little catchweight fights, and that's how it goes sometimes. He doesn't have to make 135, because he's not fighting for no belt. While especially if he's going to be fighting multiple times a year that way, why force him to constantly be doing these weight cuts? But that also means that I think he can make one. He has a big frame on him. I think he can make 140. Salute to you, King. How you, family?
Hey, salute, Claymore. I appreciate you letting me on here, man. Hey, great show tonight, bro. When I tell you, you the truth, bro, breaking down all these fights and giving us all these scenarios, that's the epitome of what boxing talk should be about. So I just really got to salute you on that first off. And when you're talking about Keyshawn Davis and you think they fast tracking them a little bit, I would tend to disagree. I think Keyshawn Davis is ready. I think that's what needs to happen to a lot of these young guys in the sport of boxing. I think leaving them on the shelf and not pushing them forward like boxing need to be pushed forward. I think that's why, boxing has took a dent over the years. And with Keyshawn, the great thing about this move right here with Keyshawn, he's a more exciting fighter than Shakur Stevenson, right? Not saying he's better than him, but he's a more exciting fighter than Shakur Stevenson. And he could talk too. And we know he just ain't talking. He's going to go in the ring and he's going to try to put on the show and knock you out. So I like the direction Top Rank is putting Keyshawn in. I think he deserved it. I think he earned the right, with the fights over the years. And I like what they're doing with him.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think you know, Top Rank's always, in my opinion, been known for developing their fighters pretty well. You know, they do that well. They usually, you know, when it gets time for that next level to make them the big show, to make them the face of boxing and put them on that level with Tank or where Shakur should have been. You see what Shakur did. You see what Terrence did. That's when they normally kind of go to a different direction. But they're great at developing their fighters, and they seem like they're doing that type of work with Keyshawn. His last fight being against Miguel Medueno, and then now going against a Gustavo Limos. That's great. That's good looks. Like that. These are the kind of fights that on the other side of those fights, the fighter becomes better, right? Like Keyshawn gets better after being in there with Gustavo Limos. He's probably better off of that experience he had with Medueno, and he's probably better with the experience he had after with Pedraza, right? So yep. I think he's getting developed in the right way. I definitely agree with you, and I think he still needs to be developed, but he's developing. That's all I can say, right? He's getting better.
And that's a great point. But and you know the thing about him, like you say, he ain't all the way developed yet. I agree with you 100% on that. I think he got a lot much more that he could bring out. But in this boxing, right, if you want to bring that out, you can't swim without getting wet. And I think what Keyshawn Davis is doing early in his career, he's putting himself in position to swim and get wet early so he could be prepared for the fights in the future.
You know, I 100% agree with you, family. I 100% agree with you. Salute Casino Life Prez. What's good with you, family?
Man, what's going on, man? I just wanted to call in, you know, chop it up with you, introduce myself, cause I know you never seen me in the chat before. I just discovered your channel. I like what you're doing.
Oh man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, nah, your opinion is always welcome here, bro. We don't get caught up in that game over here, bro. This is not a certain fighter's channel. You know what I mean? And you know, whatever that might mean. But this is not no fighter's channel. This is a boxing channel, and I really take pride in that because I'm really not on that one boxer. You know, it's just not me. You know what I mean? But
that's why I just wanted to. I'm glad you dropped the link because I feel like when somebody texting and when you get to talk to them, it'd be two different vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll think I'm tripping. Well, we still might not agree, but it when you typing, it seems like it's not as understood as when you talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What they say, it's not as intimate. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's not as, you know what I'm saying? It's not as real. You know what I mean? And right, like some people in there, well, look like we got a bot in here, right? Yeah, that type of energy.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to show I ain't no bot and join in on the conversation about boxing. You know.
No doubt.
I agree with Casino Rain because it's refreshing to hear a person come on here and talk boxing and could break it down in all aspects. You respect a great boxing mind where when he's talking about people in that square circle, he's gonna make sure he cover it from the north to the south to the east to the west. And you could tell you very intelligent when you cover the sport of boxing. You could tell you have a lot of thought, a lot of thinking with your thoughts before you display them. And I'm telling you, that's refreshing, bro. And just hearing the way, and like I said, this is my first time coming across your page. I talk boxing too, but this is my first time coming across your page. And like they say, your first impression is everything, bro. And when I tell you, I know when I know you the truth, bro. And it's refreshing to hear a new mind in the sport of boxing come on the scene. I don't know how long you've been talking boxing, but this is my first time coming across you.
Yeah, I've been on. It hasn't been a year yet. It hasn't been a year yet, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. You know what I mean? I really do appreciate that. Really do appreciate that.
Yeah, and getting into boxing talk, I have a problem with these fighters, right? And I apologize if you hear that the noise in the background, but I have a problem with these fighters. I think boxing has gone so soft. And the reason why it has gone so soft is because you got fighters like Devin Haney, who I respect. I respect him and his father and Bill Haney. And I'm not saying it's a injustice, or I'm not saying it's justice. I'm saying they got the right to do whatever they want to do when they bringing up this lawsuit against Ryan Garcia, right? But the thing is, right, what they say, perception is everything. Right, and to the public, the perception, we know Ryan Garcia cheated and he deserved to be called out on every aspect of that. But the perception, a lot of people around the world, a lot of intelligent, you heard doctors, they say the least amount of stuff that he had in his system, that could come from anywhere, right? And I think what Devin Haney doing is, like I say, they got the right to do what they want to do. That's totally on them. but I think it's not a good look. I think it's horrendous to his appeal going forward in the sport of boxing. Because I think of a fighter in Miguel Cotto, Ryan, when it found out that Margarito was plastering his gloves, and Miguel complained about it, but what Miguel do? He wanted that work back, and this is one of my all-time moments in the sport of boxing. When he stopped Margarito, Miguel Cotto went and stood in front of that ring and looked at him like with demon in his eyes for about 30 seconds. If everybody remember that. So what's your thoughts on Devin Haney, doing this lawsuit? And another thing, right? We see a lot of guys. And this is another thing why I look at Devin Haney, right? I apologize. This is another thing I look at when I look at Devin Haney. I'm like, dude, you working with the GOAT. You working with the greatest of all time, and Victor Conte, right? Who said that he could pass any test, right? You working with him, and for you, to come with this lawsuit, which I don't think he's going to win, because I think you have to prove without a doubt. He say they're suing for punitive damages, and if anybody know about punitive damages, you have to leave 100% with no doubt that this dude was trying to hurt me seriously, and with the amount of stuff that Ryan Garcia had in his system, that's already show you that he's going to take a loss in that case. Like, I'm not mad at Devin Haney. I respect him, but I just think the perception on him, it took a horrendous hit on his appeal. What's your thoughts, sir?
I think that, I talked about this earlier, you know what I'm saying? I definitely understand where everybody's coming from with the traditional idea of boxing, right? Getting back in blood. And, people have been bringing up the Miguel Cotto situation as the example, right? There are differences, though, in between the Miguel Cotto situation and the Devin Haney situation. One of the biggest differences, I think, is that Miguel Cotto wasn't aware of what Margarito was doing, right? We didn't find out what Margarito was doing, if my memory serves me correct, until the Shane Mosley situation came together. And that's when the dots kind of connected for Miguel Cotto. So Miguel was just more so, Cotto was just looking for a rematch in general, he wasn't responding to Margarito cheating per se. Right, he was more so just trying to get his get back. Whereas in this case scenario, Ryan Garcia got caught red-handed, right, and not caught like how Canelo was caught before a fight, but after the fight was done. But I do get, in a traditional sense of boxing and getting it back in blood, I get how people feel about it. But it is a new day in boxing, number one. Number two, Devin Haney's his own man. We all know he can do what he wants to do. The boxing space hasn't necessarily embraced Devin Haney. His fan base, when you think of like the LDBC and the people who really support Devin Haney in that way, they're not going to look at him any kind of way about him taking Ryan Garcia to court. And that's probably would be who would affect him, right? Like, those guys would feel some kind of way, maybe it would affect them, but there's no impressing people who already have kind of rejected you and already are scrutinizing you and criticizing for everything that you do. So for me, especially when it comes to the conversation with Ryan Garcia, because I don't like him, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't. I appreciate, how he's dealing with my people. You know what I mean? I don't appreciate those games. I don't like niggas. Pull George Floyd out the ground, put my knee on his neck and die again. I don't like Muslims. I'm a black Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So I don't appreciate none of it, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just like, look, at the end of the day, that's on Devin. That's between Devin and Ryan. That's not boxing. So I don't I'm not going to judge it on a boxing level. I'm judging it more so on an assault level. Like, Devin feels assaulted. He's not a gangster. He's not from the streets. He has no code that he has to stand by. He's a millionaire. Ryan Garcia's a millionaire. Millionaires handle stuff in court. They don't handle stuff in the street and risk, their empires and risk everything they built for to catch cases in the street. They handle it in court. They let their lawyers deal with it. And I think that's what we're looking at. I think the boxing space at the same time has their right to see them how they see them. I feel, because I can't push back at the idea that from a fighter's perspective, from a warrior's perspective, you expect that to get dealt with in that way, in a warrior's way, in a fighter's way. But at the same time, Devin is also thinking outside the box. Devin and Bill are thinking out the box. And they're thinking, you don't know if they're not thinking, like, if I fight Ryan Garcia again, I'm putting more money in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hurt him for real. I really feel some kind of way about dude. I really want to send somebody over there, hit him over his head, and catch him outside of the ring. I don't want to get into doing business with him anymore. This is deeper than business. I want to hurt him in another way that I can't, So they're going to hit him over his head and try to get him in court. Will they win? I don't know. Time will tell that story. But yeah, I don't hold no personal judgment.
The
towards
only
Devin Haney.
thing that's strange to me, Ryan, is, you know, shout out to Alicia Baumgartner, but, you know, she got caught, you know, doing some things. And, you know, Bill Haney and Devin Haney and them, they welcome her with open arms. And, you know, and I said, oh, you know, and I mentioned that, you know, Bill was like, oh, that's the queen. Everybody deserves a second chance. You know, he was adamant on that with me, right? And, you know, shout out to Bill Haney. I got respect for Bill Haney, and I got respect for Devin Haney. Done interviewed Bill a lot of times. But my thing is, if you're willing to work with somebody and say, oh, this person deserves a second chance in Alicia Baumgartner, you know, it look kind of bad when they doing what they doing now. And like I said, they have the right to do what they do. I'm not mad at them for doing what they doing, right? They have the right to do that. But yeah, Ryan Garcia, he's just a scumbag. He said a lot of scumbag things, right, that's not to be respected, and we don't respect that over here. As a matter of fact, we call Ryan Garcia alpha cheating, right? I don't like you know what my problem is with people in the way they handle with Devin Haney? Like, they act like he the one who cheated. Devin Haney didn't cheat. He didn't cheat. So I call people out on that. I'm like, y'all saying, oh, he would have beat him anyway. How do you guys know that? Because this is the best we ever seen Ryan Garcia. And guess what? The best we ever seen him, he popped 30 2 days later.
Right.
Can I respond to that? Can I respond to that?
Yeah, sure.
I keep hearing people say that this is the best we ever seen Ryan Garcia, but I think that was the worst we ever seen him.
I think
he literally looked like what people called him, like a one-trick pony in that fight. But other fights,
I agree.
He had stamina before. Like he built in the build up to the fight, he had a double chin. That was the worst Ryan Garcia we ever seen. And I'm not a Ryan Garcia fan. I don't support none of the stuff he say or nothing like that. But my thing with Devin is, like, basically, you make a bed for yourself, you gotta lay in it, or you stay undefeated. That's how that works. When you purposely try to, like, make everybody hate you, when something happened to you, that's it. That's it. That's why he's going through this mental problem. Like, I mean, this is where I disagree with what a lot of people say about, like, towards people who don't like Devin Haney. This is what he wanted. That's why he went around, like, talking like the stuff Devin Haney has done, and what his dad really mainly, like, going around all these YouTube channels, he trashed every fan base, trashed every fighter, calling this person a duck, calling that person a duck. I mean, he passed out pictures of mug shots. He the first boxer I ever seen in history when somebody came in the ring to call him out, he jumped out. It's just a lot of reasons, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just, you know, but I think that was the worst Ryan Garcia. He got beat by the worst Ryan Garcia I ever seen.
Yeah, I don't think Devin Haney wanted to be hated. I don't think that was his game, right? I don't think that's the way he played it at all. You know what I mean? I just think he did get hated on, right? He got hated on because he challenged the face of boxing, and he challenged him, and he pushed to try to get a fight from him. He said he wanted to do everything but fight. He did what he was supposed to do as a boxer to get another boxer to fight him. And I think this is what happens when you get on the other side of the face of boxing's fan base, right? When you become the face of boxing's number one enemy, and you're trying to make a fight with him, then all the fans kind of turn on you and attack you. Now, when they attack you and you begin to embrace it, you begin to say, well, all right, if that's what y'all going to see me as, if that's what y'all want to paint me as, then that's what I'll be then, because what I'm not going to be is somebody who's not trying to fight your guy. I want to fight your guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how it looks. And I think Bill Haney himself tapped into that energy as well. I think there was an understanding that we've been villainized already. We are the villains. So they just embraced it like a lot of other fighters have done it back in the day. Muhammad Ali was not a liked fighter, bro. In his prime, they did not like Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? He was a dude who was poking. You seen Sonny Liston pull a fake pistol out and bust at him. You know what I'm saying? A couple of times to get him. He was not liked. You know what I mean? This is part of the game. But I'll say this though: as far as his bed and him laying in his bed. There's the loss isn't what the situation is about. It's not about the loss. Yes, it's about the loss.
You're right. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is about the loss, right? But it's about how the game. It's about what my guy IOTBA just said. They made him the bad guy for getting cheated on, right? Ryan Garcia popped on a piss session, a whole boxing game turned on him and made him the villain, right? So it gets to a point to where, and this is what fans of boxing have to start taking into consideration, right? When we push at these fighters that way and we disrespect them and we call them ducks, and this is across the board, as you guys get to know me, you realize like I don't call Shakur a duck, and I definitely don't call Tank a duck. I'm not into that. Unless I call Canelo a duck. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, I call a duck.
Why do you call Canelo a duck?
But I call him a duck because he ain't fight his man. He ain't fight his mandatory David Benavidez. I feel like he's ducking David. When he said David Benavidez only got nothing to offer him but 25 pounds, immediately right there, I was uncomfortable with that whole entire conversation. And the pricing himself out, give me 200 million. That's your mandatory, bro. As long when you're champ, and I don't want to get too far off the topic because I want to continue what I was saying before, but I'm just going to say, with belts come responsibility and accountability. If you don't want to defend your mandatories and you don't want to drop the belts, because at that point, I promise you, Canelo doesn't have to fight nobody. I don't care. He can fight whoever. He can cherry pick. He's earned the right to fight who he wants to fight. But as long as you're securing and holding down all those belts, you got a responsibility to those fighters who earned their rights to fight for those belts. David Benavidez earned his right to fight for that WBC title that Canelo is holding down. If Canelo doesn't want to defend that belt, in my personal opinion, he should let go of that belt and let David Benavidez fight somebody else for that belt. Nobody would hold it against Canelo, and everybody would give him his GOAT status and respect it and understand that he doesn't have to fight David Benavidez. But as long as you're holding those belts, you're going to be under the scrutiny of what those belts come with. And that's what he's decided to do. So yeah, you ducked. Even if it's on a technical term, you duck. You know what I mean? Even if it's on a technical term. But just to kind of get back at with this whole entire Devin Haney situation, just to say that the bed he made, he didn't make the bed with the Ryan Garcia situation.
No, let me tell you what he made the bed. Mm-hmm. All right. He made the bed. All right. So when Ryan popped, he had the people, but then he lost them. Like he went on ESPN. Well, first of all, I seen somebody say that Ryan said he wasn't gonna fight. Devin Haney, as soon as he got the news, he went on ESPN and said he don't think he will ever want to fight Ryan again. He said that way before Ryan said he wouldn't rematch. All I hear is Ryan saying he will run it back. You know what I'm saying?
But it's justified though, and because I agree with you, what you said that.
No, but let me tell you everything that he made it latest big. Like, okay, then he got the fight overturned, and then he released that video dancing in the bowling alley. And I know what y'all gonna say, but it's like some boxing fans, bro, we here for the fights. We not with all that out the ring victories. So cool, boom, he did that. Then he did the Andre Ward interview. He probably thought that was gonna help. But he went on there and took no accountability for nothing he did. I mean, we know what Ryan did, but at the end of the day, your defense and your game plan was terrible. You see what I'm saying? And then like, it just, bro, he, you know what cringe mean? He did a lot of shit that's just cringe, bro. Like,
yeah, I think
it's like you pointing the finger at Devin Haney though. You saying that he supposed to go on her and explain himself. When he was cheated, why should he talk about his defense when he cheated? And
no,
I disagree.
He asked him.
One second. I disagree with you when you stated earlier that wasn't the best Ryan Garcia. Anybody and their mama know if they was watching that fight, that was the best Ryan Garcia that we ever seen fight. But I also agree with you. I also agree with you when you say at this point that Devin Haney did want to be the villain. He did, Rain. I know you say no, but he did, Rain. He did want to be the villain. He marinated his whole entire career after Floyd Mayweather, and that's not a bad thing. But he wanted that villain role, and you know.
Wait, let me just clarify something. When I say the villain role, I'm saying he embraced a role that he was put in. He didn't come into the game planning on being a villain. The game made him a villain. He embraced the villain role that was put on him. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like Devin Haney in an ideal world would have been a celebrated boxer for everything that he's done and would have had a fan base like Tank had a fan base and people who loved him and celebrated him and did all those great things, right? But that's not what he got. When he went overseas, Australia, and won those titles from George Kambosos, then went again, then came back and fought Lomachenko, he got ridiculed. He said he was called a weight bully. He went over there and did, anybody could have done that. That was an easy fight to pick. You know what I'm saying? That he didn't get celebrated. You know what I mean? He got resistance when he wanted to fight Teofimo Lopez and challenge him. Nobody supported him and said, Teofimo, you need to fight that dude, bro. You ducking that dude. They made him the villain. They didn't like him. They felt like there was always something with Devin Haney, whether it was him being a weight bully, whether it was him being thinking he pretty, whether it was him being a fake thug, whether it was whatever the story was, there was always something with Devin Haney. I don't remember a particular time where Devin Haney was a celebrated boxer in boxing like that. We've always had issues with Devin. So at some point, you have to make a decision as to how you're going to move forward with your career, and you start to prioritize and say, my priority is to make as much money as I can. My priority is to become a big pay-per-view selling superstar. And if I can't be the good guy, if they won't allow me to be this guy, they made me the villain because I want to fight Tank, or I want to fight Shakur, or I want to fight Lomachenko, or I want to fight Teofimo, or whatever it is. Then you know what? I'm going to embrace that. And yes, we're going to use Floyd Mayweather's example. Bill Haney's going to use Floyd Mayweather's example as an example and move forward with it. So I acknowledge that, yes, he did play the villain, but I push back at the idea that was his game plan from the beginning. I more so look at it as this man embraced something that the game forced on him, made him that way. The game already called him that. They already didn't like him, so he just embraced it, and he's embracing it now, even with the lawsuit.
Yeah, but when you say he wasn't celebrated, I mean, let's be honest and unbiased about this. You ain't supposed to be celebrated until you conquer that ultimate moment. And Devin Haney was known as the email champ, and like I stated, him and his daddy, everything they said, it finally came to fruition.
Did he get celebrated when he became undisputed?
Yes, when he beat George Kambosos, Devin Haney put himself on a different plateau. And
I'm be real. I think you did. I think I did. I think certain people did for sure. Certain people who are real boxing fans recognized the accomplishment and celebrated him. We definitely did. I agree with you. But I think it's hard to say that there was a large part of the boxing community, especially anybody who supported Tank, who was celebrating Devin Haney. They weren't doing that.
I mean, shoot. He was even on the is what I think. Well, probably Bill Haney. See, Bill Haney. Another thing too. This is another reason people don't really gravitate towards people who dad do all the talking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, just for real. Like, I mean, even if your dad is not talking crazy, even if you're not man enough to even be able to be the face of yourself, it's hard for me to get behind that. And me as a boxing fan, anybody that big at a small weight, that's a red flag to me. Like, I'm one of the few people who knew Ryan was gonna do that. And I mean, yeah, he popped, but I don't believe that's the reason he did that, because he been had a left hook. We been knew that. I mean, he been had a left hook. Anybody, even only person who I like that was like killing himself to make weight, and I lost money because I was riding with him was Errol Spence. But even that should have been a red flag, because when he go up to 154, he not finna be punching through a wet paper bag at all, because he wasn't knocking people out like that at 147. He was beating them down because he was big. And then when I look at Devin Haney, you bigger than everybody and still can't hurt him. That's just always been my look at. That's always how I looked at him. He's not. I always thought he was overhyped, and the only reason he even got that much attention was because his dad, which is not a bad thing. You're supposed to go hard for your son, but he never really showed who. Nobody knew who Devin really was. You just know Bill Haney. Then you see this big dude not hurting nobody. So that I'm just never gonna be a fan of that. It don't matter your color. It don't matter none of that. And then they talk so crazy, you would think you hurt people. You see what I'm saying? But he don't hurt nobody. And so it's hard to like that type of fighter. We talking about a hurt business. We talking about a hurt business. And you the biggest person in the division, and you can't hurt nobody.
Yeah, but see, I think, and that's why I think expectations. Like this is the thing right here. People set their own expectations for fighters. That's why Shakur Stevenson get a lot of flack, Ryan. And that's why he get a lot of flack because people think just because he talk like that, he supposed
Mm-hmm.
to come in here and just run over you. If you look at Shakur Stevenson and you look how he fight, you should know how Shakur Stevenson is going to fight when he gets inside that square circle. And that's the same thing with Devin Haney. We know how Devin Haney fight, and to say Devin Haney didn't have no power as Regis program. How hard his punches was coming when he went up to 140 in
Nah,
his
he did
first
do
fight.
that. He did his thing. I ain't gonna lie, he did his thing with Regis. He did his
Yeah,
thing with
but
Regis.
what I'm saying is
But hold on,
people
one second. Let me
expect too
respond to
much.
what Nick J said. She
I know,
said,
but
"Please
hold
tell
on,
me
let me
when."
finish my thought real quick because
All right, all right.
people expect what they want to expect, and that's what's wrong with boxing fans. You have to look at the fighter and see who the fighter is. Just because Shakur Stevenson talks so much, that don't mean he gonna knock everybody out. We know he not gonna do that. Just because Devin Haney talk hard and do that, we look at Devin Haney and we see his style. We know what type of fighter he is. When we look at Tank Davis, he talks shit. We know Tank gonna come in there and knock you out. And that's
That's
all
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying. So there's certain people who watch boxing. Yeah, I mean, you can, if you want to, you can separate the talk from the action. But I like people that talk match the action. And to respond to what Nick J said, talking about when did Tank start talking for himself? Really, Tank don't talk, but his hands do all the talking that he need to do. So I mean, Devin Haney's hands don't do no talking. Shakur Stevenson hands don't do no talking. They do a lot of talking, and people don't like people like that, bro. It don't matter who you are, what color, nothing. It really don't. That's the only thing I don't like when people just make it like we hating on black people, bro. I like all the other black fighters, bro. Like
Yeah, and this
I
the
like
thing
all
with
the other
Devin
black
Haney
fighters,
though.
bro. Like I like Frank Martin, bro. I ain't even want to see him fight Tank because I knew he was gonna get slept. I was like, I don't even want to see him go out like that. You see what I'm saying? But it's just people got
Yeah,
the
but
right to not like people, bro. And
yeah, you
like
do, and that's why you got to tell people this ain't black boxing, this ain't Mexican boxing, this ain't Asian boxing. It's called
it's
World
boxing.
Championship boxing, bro. So you could say what you want to say. It's a win-win, lose-lose situation. But this the thing right here. Um, you saying people can't talk like that. Like if you just don't like that, that's you. You don't like that.
That's
But
what
you
I
sit up
said.
here.
Yeah.
I know, but if you sit up here and say, "Oh, Devin Haney do this," and he went on the Andre Ward show, then he went on ESPN, well, you still watching them while he's saying it, so his
I
viewership is
didn't watch.
going up.
I didn't watch it. I watched. I watched the like people talk about it and they'll play clips. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit there and watch 50 minutes of Devin Haney stuttering, bro.
And this
I
the
can't.
thing right here. But see, this the thing right here. People just don't like certain people, and this the thing right here with Devin Haney don't get his credit there, right? Like Devin Haney, the best fight that I seen Devin Haney was in there with Lomachenko. Like everything that people said Devin Haney wouldn't do, fight on the inside, stay on the inside. His body work was immaculate during that fight. But then with
But some
Devin
people
Haney,
look at that fight like that was way too close for that to be that little ass nigga.
no,
Real
that but
talk, that
see,
Nah,
was a
but
way.
see, but see, but
Some
see,
people, I
that's
nah.
a
said,
Wait,
some
hold on,
I
people
hold on,
know.
look
wait,
at it
wait.
like that,
I
bro.
wait.
Like
I know people looked at it like that, but the reason people looked at it like that because it was Devin, bro. And Lomachenko is a great fighter. Lomachenko was getting ready to fight Tank Davis. He was going to be a big fight for Tank Davis, but when he gets in the ring with Devin Haney's supposed to do all this, just use him and kick him to the side. At the end of the day, what Devin Haney brings to the table, people don't like. He's not an
right,
exciting fighter. He's not knocking
right.
people out. He stays behind his jab. He uses whatever physical attributes that he has, whatever leverage that he has, he's going to use it. Has he used his weight? I'm sure in his own way, he cuts the weight. He's fighting in a weight class, but he's also depleted when he's doing that, right? So he's also weak because of that to a degree. His ability to absorb punches gets affected as well when he's having those bad weight cuts. So it's give and take. It's give and take. And yes, just to kind of answer as far as people not having any obligation to like Devin Haney because he's black, that's 100% fair. You don't have to like him. Nobody has to like him, but you can respect him. You can not kick his back in when he's in a situation that he's in right now where somebody like Ryan Garcia did what they did to him. He can be respected and not disrespected. I'm not. there's just a different. There's a way to. I'm not a fan of Devin Haney like that. I'm not a fanatic of the way he fights. I watch his fights, but I know what to expect when I see his fights. Regis Prograis was a fight that caught me off guard. I'm like, damn, man, is this going to be a new Devin Haney? Maybe it was the 135 weight. You know what I'm saying? The cutting of the weight at 135. I was hoping he was going to be different. I think he thought he was different. That's why he went in there with Ryan Garcia that way. You know what I'm saying?
I'm finna click the link on my iPad because my phone finna die. 1 second.
Okay.
I'm gonna come right back on another device.
No doubt. But the respect could be there. And you know, these fighters just get desensitized. They get desensitized with the fan base, bro, because the fans don't respect them at a minimum. You don't got to celebrate them, but you can respect them. And there's just a difference there, you know what I mean? Because boxers sometimes, a lot of boxers fight for the fans. That's traditionally the way it works, right? I fight for the fans. I get the fans what they want. I promise you, Tank probably fights for the fans, the people in that building, the people screaming his name. He fights for them to give them the performance. But when the fans turn on you, then what motivates you to fight? Who cares at that point? So with Ryan Garcia doing what he doing, I'm going to take him to court. And what they going to do? Be mad at me? They've been mad at me. I ain't worried about them. Or they going to say I'm pillow-fisted? They've been saying I'm pillow-fisted. Or they going to say I ain't got no heart? They've been said I ain't got no heart. Or they going to say I'm scared? They've been said I was scared. Or they going to say I'm trash for real? They've been said, you know what I'm saying? These things that don't move, they don't move nothing for him. So he might as well get his money.
Yeah, and this is my thing right here. I'm a fan of the sweet science of boxing, whether a person is getting a knockout, whether a person is showing a professional jab, the feints, the body work, the movement, you know, the ring generalship. Bro, that's what I love about the sport of boxing. You know, you just have people who come in and they want to see the knockouts. Well, if you want to just see knockouts, go to UFC. Because in boxing, it's an art to this. It ain't just about going in there knocking somebody's head off. Yeah, everybody want an easy night in that square circle. But, bro, the technical aspect of using your jab to set up different punches, that's how can you, like, I get people don't like certain styles, and that's cool. But the thing is, boxing is the sweet science.
Now,
It's the sweet science.
I want to say this.
Pitbull Cruz versus Rayo. Everybody talking about, oh, Pitbull was going to run over him. What that jab do to him, it controlled him and made him look subpar where he couldn't do nothing. That's the sweet science and the element. And everybody gave Rayo his credit after that. They want to give Rayo his credit for putting a simple jab on Pitbull. But when Devin Haney do it against Vasily Lomachenko, one of the greatest fighters ever, to lace up a pair of boots, oh, he was supposed to do that. No, he wasn't.
Yeah, but like I said, it ain't just the fighting style. It's the whole package. You know what I'm saying? That's
hold on a second. Salute Randall 700. I appreciate you, family. Thank you.
It's the whole package. That's all I'm saying. Because it's a lot of fighters that I like watching that don't got no power. Like I remember it was this fighter, I can't even remember his name. He's from Texas. And he was on a card, I think it was a PBC card. He had one knockout on his record, bro, but I loved his performance. One knockout. His name, he got a lot of tattoos. He's from Texas. His name Marquise or something like that. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what card that was on, but he had one knockout and I liked him. But it's all about, like I said, bro, some people just don't like people who talk one way and fight another way. You see what I'm saying? Devin Haney would have got a lot more credit if he wasn't trashing everybody, bro. Like, he was trashing everybody.
I disagree, man. He was not trashing everybody, bro. That's not true.
His dad, bro. They passed out.
His dad didn't trash everybody. His dad trashed fighters that they wanted fights with. He trashed Tank. He trashed Shakur. And he trashed, who else did he trash? He literally, Tiafimo maybe. He only talked about fighters he was trying to get that he was trying to make fights with, bro. That's the name of the game. Like, that's not extreme. That's not what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gotta be honest. What happens is the fans of these fighters don't like fighters talking bad to them. And we gotta admit, Tank Davis picking a fight with the face of boxing is not a good thing to do if you want to have fans. Even Shakur, you can tell Shakur has learned from what happened with Devin. He refrains from talking crazy about Tank. because he doesn't want to deal with that. It's kind of like in hip hop. Don't come at Beyonce, don't come at Nicki Minaj, because their fan base will end you, bro. They'll overwhelm your social media. You will become the devil overnight. There's certain people you just, when you go at them, you anticipate what comes with it. And Devin Haney and Bill Haney just embraced it. That's it. They just embraced it. They said, we're going to get at them. They're going to be mad at us, and we're going to embrace this energy that they're giving us. And I don't think listen, when Bill Haney says certain things, I don't agree with everything he says. There's things he said where I'm like, damn, Bill, you're really trolling right now. I'm not going to lie to you, but I also understand why he's doing it. I'm not sitting here taking it personal. And why would I take it personal? First of all, because he ain't talking to me, shit. But at the end of the day, I'm not taking it to the point to where it's cringe to me, because I know he's doing the same thing Don King did. He's doing the same thing Muhammad Ali did. This is what he's doing. He's selling fights. He's tapping into the algorithm that's available to him to make his fighter as big as he possibly can make it. That's all he's doing. There's an art to what he's doing. And arguably, outside of the result of what happened with Ryan Garcia, Bill Haney did a great job with his son. Devin Haney's made a lot of money. He is the youngest undisputed champion of the four belt era. He's accomplished a lot off the back of Bill Haney's style of marketing and promoting his son. You know what I'm saying? There's an art to that as well. There's no cringe to that. There's more like, damn, they really did the work. Tank Davis came in under the banner of Floyd Mayweather. That was something that gave him the advantage of not having to do that. If Tank Davis did not have Floyd Mayweather, you know who Tank Davis would end up becoming? Boo Tennis. He'd been a fighter nobody wants to fight, because the only reason people jump in the ring with Tank Davis is because he's the bag. It's because he's the bag. Because he doesn't bring the legacy, because he doesn't bring the titles. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't bring that with him. So, yeah, Marquis, I knew it was Marquis Taylor. Donnie D, salute, Donnie D. I knew it was Marquis Taylor. I was going to tell him that. But yeah, so I'm just saying what they're doing, this is just boxing. People just get upset because he's doing it to their favorite boxers. That's what it is. He's talking bad to their favorite boxers. That's why they get mad. He's not doing nothing new, bro. It's been done over and over again.
Let me tell you why it's cringe to a lot of people. Well, I'm gonna speak for myself. It's cringe to me because I never believed him. So it's like, all right, so put it like this. It's a lot of people talk about Tank, and I ain't gonna lie, Tank just now became one of my favorite fighters. My favorite fighter was Errol Spence, and I like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And I like Canelo, and he's a duck. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's a duck, but that's my favorite fighter to watch. You know what I'm saying? I like watching him. I like watching Errol Spence. Tank, after he did what he did to Frank, became one of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? It just, when I don't believe you, it's like in rap. Like, bro, if you a gangster rapper, bro, and people don't believe you, that shit cringe. And then, okay, so then, bro, we know that you a private school kid. We know that you all that.
Homeschooled, like, but yeah, same thing.
You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. And then on top of that, he tried to say that he was like whoop Tank and all that. Then the footage dropped. So it's like, bro, that's cringe, bro. You've been capping this whole time. Capping. Then,
what footage dropped?
Of Tank whooping the boy.
Yeah, but the rest, y'all gotta stop, bro. The rest of the video, first of all, Devin walked away with the money. They bet on that fight. That was money on that fight, and Devin won the money. That's been agreed upon across the board. Adrian Broner's like, yeah, they took my money, they won that. Tank was like, yeah, I think he took the money because he didn't put the money up. Adrian Broner put the money up. And obviously Bill and Devin Haney, there was money won. So Tank did not win officially, agreed upon by the people who are in that gym. Unless you're just a simp and you're just letting your money go. You're just gonna let somebody just take your money. You know you whooped his ass. That's not what the consensus was at the end of that fight. And people don't want to acknowledge that. They want to just make up stuff like that's not true. Like that didn't happen. They want to make it up. Like they want to Tank whooped his ass, but they gave the Devin the money because he's a cute little boy or something. Like, nah, bro. We saw a piece of that. We saw a piece of that video footage that showed Tank getting off. That's what's up. Tank ain't never been no bitch. He's that dude. But at the end of it, when it was all said and done and all the smoke cleared, and everybody saw what happened. Devin Haney walked away with the money in that fight.
This
right?
is why I'm
But
having a
that's it.
problem.
Let me
Hold
just say.
on real quick. Let me, because I've been quiet. I've been listening.
Let me say one. I got
Now,
one
hold on.
question.
Let me
Wait, hold on.
wait.
Wait. IOTBA, give it a second. Let Casino respond. I want to hear what he said. Go ahead.
But what did Bill say happened before the video? What did he say happened? He said he whooped his ass. Like he just made it like he just Tank won nothing. He denied that Devin ever got rocked or anything. He denied all that. He denied, but Tank. I seen a video of Tank explaining. He was real calm. He was like, "Yeah, man, Floyd was grabbing my arms. People would, bro. Devin Haney sucker punched the dude in the back of the head while he was
ain't
talking.
Sucker punch him in the back of the head. It was a fight, man. Protect yourself all the time. You turning your back, and if you saw it, you saw Floyd Mayweather tell him to do it. He wasn't going to even do it. Let's remember, Devin Haney was like 17 years old. 16, 17 years old in that video. We got to remember, he was taking direction. He was he was going to be the Tank. Tank was an outsider, right? And you're turning, there's money on the table. There's money on the floor. Where y'all from? Like, I'm not saying everybody's street niggas, but we understand there's money. That's like a basketball game going on. We got $1,000 on the floor that we bet on this game. And you think you finna just walk off and go get a drink of water and I ain't finna drive and go score? I don't give a damn what you're doing. We're playing for money. So at the end of the day, you either done and I could pick up my money and go, or this game is still going forward. There's money on the table, bro. This whole lot, he hit him in the back of the head. Tank turned around. You're going to get hit wherever the hell I hit you.
It's a lotto, too. Because he even said himself that he got tired.
Yeah, he got tired. He wasn't in shape.
No, I'm just saying, but he said when he got tired, that's when Devin Haney started putting them paws on him. But
Tank
you said that.
But what did Bill say?
Okay,
that's
listen.
What I'm saying.
I know, but bro, people gonna talk a lot. You know, you.
Yeah.
And I don't like liars.
Okay, so look, this is my thing right here. You said stated that you became a Tank fan when he beat Frank Martin. That's insulting.
No. Tank became one of my favorite fighters. Let
me finish, bro.
He became one of my favorite fighters. You gotta get me right, bro.
You just stated that you became a Tank fan when he beat Frank Martin, and that's insulting because you're on here crapping on Devin Haney, and Frank Martin ain't even reached the limbs of nothing of what Devin Haney done did. So I'm just kind of confused how you could become a Tank fan off of him beating Frank Martin, but then you say you never believed what in Devin Haney. But ask yourself this: why isn't Tank fighting all these guys? Why is Tank want to put in weight clauses and try to get advantages over these guys? Why is he doing that? Why is Tank fighting Lamont Roach, who coming up a whole weight class below him, when there's other guys out there? Why is he doing that? But that's your favorite fighter, right?
Let me answer. First of all, I didn't say I became a fan when he fought Frank Martin. I said he became one of my favorite fighters. I've been like watching Tank. Who don't like watching Tank? You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't my favorite fighter. He wasn't one of my favorite fighters. I just like to watch him. But when he fought Frank Martin, I was like, yeah, I rock with bro. Because I like how he went about his business. I like how he walked him down with his hands down. I like how he did all that. I like all that whole presentation. So he became one of my favorite fighters. Not I became a fan that day. I've been a fan. But
okay, so when Devin Haney, because Frank Martin ain't never won nothing, so that's all. He a good fighter, but he ain't never won nothing. So when Devin Haney went up and beat a 2-time 140-pound champ and Regis program, made it look easy.
I gave respect.
I'm talking about made it look easy. Devin Haney ain't gonna become some of everybody's favorite fighters. So like I'm saying, I get you probably not sold on Devin Haney all the way. That's fine. Everybody entitled to their own personal opinion. But
and let me tell you this: I don't believe, bro. This is before Osterine and all that, bro. I told everybody, bro, everybody where I'm from, at the barbershop, everybody, I was like, Devin finna get whooped. And even if he never popped, even if they rematch again, well, first of all, if he rematch, I believe he gonna jab, grab, jab, back up, jab, run. He not gonna even engage, but because he know he can't now. But if Ryan never popped, if all the PED stuff never happened, I always thought Ryan was a better fighter than Devin.
Yeah,
I
but
always
if fifth
thought
was
that.
a fifth, we all be drunk. He did pop. So let's make that clear. He
Yeah,
did
but
pop.
and then
He
Devin
did pop,
run
and
it
he
back,
did get the
but he
victory.
don't want to run it back.
Listen, bro. Now, look, that's another discussion. But what I'm saying to you is, you saying if he wouldn't have did this and if he wouldn't have did that, he did pop. He did do all that. He did come over the weight class. He did everything to have full advantages of winning this fight. Everything you saying that if he wouldn't have did, he would have still won. He did all of them things that you're saying if he didn't do, he'll still win.
Man, look, this is what I'm saying. I always thought Ryan was better than Devin. I
No way.
always thought that.
Nobody thought. I know you thought that, right? But the majority of people
Nobody thought it.
understood.
That's
Right.
why I came up. You see what I'm saying? I came up because nobody thought. I'm talking about me.
Right. But what I'm saying is Devin approached that fight in a way that was toxic to him, and I think this is part of the reason why Devin Haney's become even more desensitized to the fan base, because I think for a moment Devin thought he was going to get an opportunity to get fans like how Tank got. I think he got out of he had an identity crisis for a moment there. Off the back end of that Regis Prograde performance, he thought he could actually tap into and cross over from the villain side, right? That everybody's talking about, from the villain side into being popular if he could deliver a performance like Regis, but with a stoppage. He changed who he was for the fans, and the fans turned on him. I think there's so many moving parts to what we're seeing Devin doing right now, to how he's feeling, to how this loss made him feel, to why he's suing. I think he's really become disheartened with the boxing game. He realizes once and for all, he's finally in a place where he realizes ain't no pleasing these niggas.
No.
Just ain't gonna happen. So I don't care no more. I'm just literally gonna do me. There ain't no pleasing these niggas. These niggas ain't gonna see me. What they gonna say? Oh, I got. They're not gonna say, man, that man got up 4 times, 3, 4, 5 times. He showed he got heart. He didn't give up. He lasted 12 rounds. They're not gonna see that. They're gonna say I got my ass whooped. And now, once the kid pops on the PD test, you're gonna think maybe I might get some support now. Nah, bro. Well, dude just trying me now, saying I don't want to do the rematch, or now I'm blaming the Ostarine. I'm blaming PEDs. Like, what the hell? He was on Ostarine. That is a PED.
But you notice. But do you realize, like, all right, we talking about Devin, but like, do you realize, like, that's a special case? Like, people don't do other people like that, bro.
What?
Like, that's a special case, bro. Like, people don't lose and get treated like him.
Okay, exactly. So Devin's taking that for what it is, and he understands that.
Let me tell you why it's like that. Because if you just be yourself, bro, people won't be like that, bro.
What do you mean he ain't being himself? What does that mean here? Do you know him? Do you hang out with him? I'm just saying that's a big to say that Devin ain't being Devin. What does that mean? Like, did you go to preschool with him? If you knew him from somewhere? Like, how did you come up to the conclusion?
If he is how him and his dad talk, and I might be mixing with his dad.
How they talking?
Listen, how they talk, bro. Listen,
which is
I'm 50-0 in these streets. What you mean? Come on, man. You know how they talk.
That's really Bill. That's Bill's story.
Right,
that's truly Bill.
Man, listen, bro.
And bro, why? And did you say he not like that because he homeschooled? Bro,
no, it ain't. None of that.
I cover fighters here in Texas, and Dallas is the city I'm in. Bro, I know a lot of fighters here who are homeschooled, who will beat people ass out here, literally. Look, you ain't got to be a gangster and be in these streets.
You don't gotta be, bro. You don't. That's the point.
You could still.
Was Devin being a gangster?
But he's still.
But Devin, what you mean?
He get in the ring and fight.
How was he being a gangster? What did he do?
Bro, he just swung on somebody at the carnival. Then you suing somebody.
That's gangster?
No, bro. All right, I didn't even say that word. Y'all put that in my mouth, bro. Let me just finish.
No, but I said, is he being a gangster? You said, what do you mean? I'm like, what? How? Then you brought up the part.
Bro, and listen, bro. Listen.
I'm just saying, I think narratives get pushed when you just don't like somebody. That's just how it works. When you don't like somebody, you start checking the boxes with different. You start reaching. Devin Haney, listen. Devin Haney has never done. What did Devin Haney do?
He sell weed. He sell weed.
Who's selling weed?
Devin.
Who's selling weed?
Devin.
It's legal now if he sells
Man,
weed.
look, man, Devin sell weed, bro. I ain't
So what does that mean?
Into that
You're
shit.
a gangster because of that?
Bro, listen. All right, listen, bro. Listen. I think people who
Dog, kids in private school sell weed, cocaine every day, bro. They do more drugs than anybody else, dog. Kids in private. Listen, bro. I don't know about you. I used to have me a white boy connect to get me my bud back in the day before it was legal. They used to have that fire shit, the no seeds, everything. That's what the connect was, right? So I don't understand like why. So he's selling weed, so now he being fake.
And bro,
he can't sell no weed.
That's not the only reason. Bro. There's a lot of reasons, bro. Y'all I can't really think because y'all both talking. Like it's like,
I know, but what I'm saying is, y'all. The reason we're jumping on you is because you got to admit that you don't have to admit, but to us, to me, I'm gonna speak for me. For me, it just sounds like we're reaching, trying to put Devin inside of a box as to justifying a reason as to why people don't like him. Like there's a justified reason not to like him. No, I mean yes and no. Yes, I mean you're allowed. Yes, in the way that you don't have to like him. That's the only justified reason you don't like him. But everything else is just like, it just sounds like, nah, I don't see that. I don't see the fake gangster. I don't see him being somebody who's not. If anything, I see him being real with himself. He don't talk that much. When he talking about boxing. His father speak for him because he don't talk like that. That's not his strength. Like you said, he stutters. He embraces it. Look, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let my father handle that. His dad is a real street nigga. He's certified. They know he has a history. He's known out in them streets. So if he says he's 50-0 in these streets, he has a right to say that. I don't know him to call him a liar or and plus there's context. We don't know if he means 50 in these streets that he knocked niggas out, or if he's 50 in these streets as far as he's been in so many scenarios. He's always been a stand-up nigga. The streets respect him. There's so many different ways to look at the 50-0 in the streets. But Devin Haney didn't earn his disrespect. He just got disrespected because he was going against the face of boxing, the so-called face of boxing. That's why his focus there.
But I'm gonna speak for myself. But I
Ray's
don't
here?
Huh?
No, my bad. I thought my co-host Ray Davis was here, but no, I guess CJ was just saying what's up to Ray, but Ray's not here. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
But I don't have a problem with nobody coming at Tank, bro. It's just when I don't believe you, I just don't believe you, bro. I don't believe.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to. That's right there. That's where it begins.
But like Keyshawn, because Keyshawn Davis coming at Tank, and I'm excited about that. It's people who will come at Tank. I'll be excited about that. But this dude, I just never believed him. I never thought he was that good. I thought he was just way too big for the division. And that's a red flag to me. I be in boxing. Like I've been in the ring. I think that's a red flag, bro. You want to fight small people. That's a red flag. I mean, I know people say there's no such thing as a weight bully. If you can make the weight, make the weight. But bro, first of all, I don't even see how it's humanly possible to even make 135 when you that big, or 140. Like, bro, you really like 190, 180, bro. Like, I don't even see how you can even be 165 tomorrow. Like, I don't understand none of that stuff. So I don't like nobody who do none of that. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
everybody does that, bro. So you don't like David Benavidez, you don't like Boots Ennis,
no,
you don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many fighters do that? Everybody does that, bro.
They're not gonna be my favorite fighter. No, they're not.
But are you gonna dislike them? Or are you gonna be like, I don't like them?
No, because they hands do talk. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But if you
you're not a fan of the boxer, right? As a boxer, but I'm saying as a person, Devin Haney has gotten criticism based on him as a person. Like, they don't like him as a person.
I base it off.
Saying? Like,
I judge you off in the ring first. I look at what you do in the ring, and
no doubt, CJ,
as a person, and the way that he talked just don't match what he was doing in the ring. So that was my original.
Okay, so look, if you can,
that was my original problem.
Yeah, but
that was my problem.
Yeah, but if you can make the weight, bro.
I knew you was gonna say that. I
know, but let me finish. If you could get on that scale, whether it's at any weight it is, and you make the weight, I don't care about what you come in the ring after that. As long as you made the weight on the weigh-in the day before that, that's all that matters.
Bro, this is my thing. If you gonna be that big, at least make it look like the Regis fight every time.
But see,
at least,
there we go.
At least beat somebody down like Arrow, or at least beat somebody down like David.
Okay, bro. Now listen, there you go, putting in your see. Now you making it personal, bro.
Because it's about me. You talking to me.
No, I know, but you making it. But see,
I'm not boxing.
I know, but listen to what I'm saying, bro.
I'm speaking
to
me.
But listen, yeah, you could speak for you, but you have to understand, like the sport of boxing as a whole, bro. Every fight ain't gonna look like you want it to look. Damn, Kean Davis lose 5 or 6 of his first rounds before he get the knockout, dude. Don't that shit suck? Watching him.
I told somebody, bro.
But what I'm saying is,
word, JP.
He get the knockout. So this is my thing right here, bro. You can't expect what you listen. Nobody knows. Look, Jim Lampley said it best.
Yes,
boxing is the theater of the unexpected.
Vince is a weight bully. Yes.
No, boxing is the theater
that's my
of the unexpected,
fighter.
bro. So if you can make the weight and you can get in that ring, bro, like why is we gonna complain about that? You know this.
But I'm only gonna complain about it when you can't even hurt them. But
like, you give and take, right? When you lose, when you cutting that weight, you give and take. You are bigger, right? But you're also depleted. You're also weaker. You're also so there's give and take. It's boxing. It's a science to it. There's certain things that work towards your advantage when you do that. When you're cutting weight and you're putting yourself in a division where you're coming up bigger, but there's also disadvantages. You're not as strong. You're more susceptible to getting knocked out. You're dehydrated. You're making bad weight cuts. You're making good weight cuts sometimes, but sometimes you're making bad weight cuts. So there's just all types of parts. There's just parts of the game. It's been here since the beginning.
No, I see what you're saying, but listen. All right, so yeah, you do lose all that and everything. But what I'm saying is, Errol Spence is able to lose all that and still, like, he fight like he got a chin. He fight like he trying to hurt you, bro. Like, I just feel like if you in the hurt business.
This time got to do 300 punches against Mikey Garcia, a guy who came up 2 weight divisions, and Earl couldn't get him out of there. But okay.
I just said, all right, bro, that was one fight.
No,
bro.
That's facts. He fought a guy who came from 135 to 147. Earl threw over 300 punches. As I was there, bro, I covered the media in boxing. I was there. I got plenty of interviews with Earl.
Bro, but Earl don't carry himself like that.
But listen to what I'm saying, bro.
I've been saying what I said, bro. It's
no.
not.
And I'm saying what I'm saying, bro. Your talk is in law. You got your opinion just like I got mine. And what I'm saying is, you contradicting yourself talking about what you want to see, and I'm giving you an example. Earl came in the way bigger fighter to a guy who came up 2 weight divisions, threw over 300 punches, and couldn't even get him out of there.
That's one fight. That's one fight.
What you mean? It's one, but it's against a guy who was
I just said Arrow be doing the same thing. Bro, you like, I'm not contradicting myself. I said Arrow be doing the same thing, but I like him. I just said that. I like Arrow, even though he don't knock everybody out.
You said you didn't like Devin because he did that.
Yes, that's exactly what you said.
That's what. So the whole point is that it's not that you don't dislike Devin because he's doing that. You dislike Devin because of your reasons. I don't know why, but it ain't.
No, because, bro, listen, bro. Arrow still fight like he got a chin. He still fight like he trying to get you out of there. He still fight. He's still an entertaining fighter. I mean, that's one fight, but you can't name a bunch of fights in a row where he just doing that, bro. Like, after that, he fought that Sean Porter fight, bro. I watched that fight over and over because that was a dog fight, bro. I love that fight. I watched.
I hear you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Can I say this real quick? Don't you agree when you step up in competition, it ain't gonna be as easy as it was? You know, when you coming up in boxing, when they putting a lot of guys in front of you that you're supposed to beat, and when you start stepping up, we could make Earl an easy example. And I want everybody to know, I'm not calling Earl a weight bully. Earl made weight every time. So whatever weight he came in after that, that was Earl. But we got to pump the brakes on, you know, the things we try to display. Now, if you don't personally like that style, I get it. I can't make you like no style.
I don't like jab, jab, grab. I don't like jab, jab, grab. I don't like.
Yeah, but did you like Floyd Mayweather?
No.
Money Mayweather?
I like not money. No. I don't like to watch his fight. I don't sit at home and be like, oh, I'm finna watch a Mayweather fight. No. I'm not finna rewatch a Mayweather.
You ain't like him when he fought Miguel Cotto, when he fought Canelo Alvarez. When he fought Marcus Maidana, I'm trying to think of just, you know what I mean, like Shane Mosley. Like,
bro, I'm not a big Floyd fan, bro.
But I'm just saying, those are the strength of the science of boxing. Those are beautiful fights.
No, I respect it. I respect what Floyd did.
If you want to see a good boxing match, if you want to watch a boxing match back in the day that was good, Floyd, and a lot of Floyd's fights can go up on the screen and you can sit there, smoke a blunt, and catch you a good fight. Like, it's a good fight. Floyd versus Canelo, when he schooled Canelo, like, I don't know. I just think, listen, man, boxing isn't just about knockouts. It isn't just about, it's not one thing. There's different facets of boxing. You got people who box and outpoint you. You got people who are going to stop you. You got puncher boxers. You got so many different styles of fights that are there in the ring, and styles make fights. You know what I mean? Styles make fights. So you don't have to like a boxer, but I always feel like there's really no reason to not respect a boxer. And I feel like Devin Haney and I keep telling y'all, and people are going to try to push this narrative and try to, oh, he's a Devin Haney fan. I'm really not. I'm not a Devin Haney fan. But at the end of the day, Devin Haney has been disrespected in a way that is beyond boxing, bro. He hasn't been just held to boxing issues. They try to make it about Bill. Like you just said right now, oh, you know what I mean? He weight bullied.
A lot of reasons.
We bring up Errol Spence. Okay, we bring up other people that weight. It's not just weight bullying. It's the whole package, like I said before. It's the whole. But what in the whole package makes him disrespect worthy? I mean, I didn't disrespect him. When did I disrespect him? I think it's a disrespect to him to defend Ryan Garcia cheating. No, I'm not defending Ryan Garcia cheating.
Ryan would have did it anyway.
I'm not defending Garcia cheating, bro. I never defended him.
Trust me, the conversation the conversation kind of sounds like you were defending him a little bit.
No, this is what I was defending. I'm saying I'm not, just because I'm black, I don't gotta like be like.
Why'd you gotta say that though?
No, they said that to me in the chat, bro. You said it too, bro. Bro, y'all brought up the color.
Bro, I agree. Listen, fam. I agree with
No. Listen. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm a black Muslim.
But my whole family black Muslim. My grandma.
All right. So no, I'm telling you, I'm not. That's what's up. Right? But I'm letting you know I don't rock with the boy Ryan. So I don't care. If Devin feels like he wants to sue him and that's what he wants, I don't care. That's on Devin. Now, what comes with that? What comes with that is the criticism. People are going to want you to get in blood. You know how it makes you look. What I'm saying, as long as Devin's okay with that and he's weighed out those consequences, that's on him. Not to mention the fact that Devin's a black Muslim. So I'm not kicking Devin's back in. You know what I'm saying? That's just something I'm not going to do. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that. I didn't disagree with you. Remember, I said
no. I was talking to Casino because Casino said that.
I'm talking about Casino. I agree with Casino on that. I told you shouldn't worry about what they say because this ain't black boxing, this ain't Mexican boxing, this ain't Asian boxing. This is world championship boxing. So I agree with you on that point, right? So, like people gonna say what they want to say, fam.
That's all that's all I was saying. It's not that I'm supporting Ryan. It's just I'm not finna support Devin just because he's black. That's all I was saying. I don't support Ryan, but I look at the whole situation and I'll be like, even Andre Ward said, I think he was just trying to cut weight. Nobody mad at Andre Ward for saying it to Devin face. Listen, bro, nobody got mad at Devin Haney. Nobody got mad at Andre Ward. Nobody's mad at Andre Ward for saying that to his face. Like, bro, I don't think Brian intentionally cheated, bro. But that don't mean what? I don't believe he intentionally cheated with Oscarine, bro. I don't think he was on Oscarine. Bro, I don't think he was bro, I think that shit was in his supplements, bro. The same thing Andre Ward said, bro. Like a lot of people saying the same thing.
No. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Right? Hold on.
He did the weight on purpose, but
he called Scooter in, right?
Right.
He called Scooter in and he tried to say that the supplements that Scooter gave him was tainted, right?
Right.
They ran a test. That's what he's saying. He's saying that Scooter brought supplements in at the last minute to help him lose weight because he needed Scooter. He hired and called in Scooter to come in and help him lose weight, right?
Right.
Or maybe you don't know, but that's what happened.
Okay.
I spoke to Scooter. I was part of an interview, you know what I'm saying, with Scooter in it. I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the conversation was clear what had happened. Ryan says Scooter's supplements were tainted with ostarine. What do they do when they say that? What they do is they get the lot number and then they run tests on the lot number, because you know how supplements are made. It's made by lots, like a whole bunch of them with all the same ingredients in it. None of the other supplements popped for ostarine. The bottle of supplement that he sent to the labs was taped up because there were open bottles. We all know that those are not legitimate tests to say that those supplements were tainted with ostarine. We don't know that Ryan Garcia didn't put the ostarine in those supplements because the lot didn't pop. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? If you take a Tylenol right now, if you go get your Tylenol, if you have a bottle of Excedrin, if you get a bottle of ibuprofen, I'm sure you have some sort of medicine in your crib. You turn around the back, there's going to be a lot number. It's going to say lot, and there's going to be a number. Every bottle of medicine that has that lot number on it was made the same way at the same time with the same ingredients and just put into different bottles. If you try to sue Tylenol and say, yo, Tylenol, you put something in here that messed with me, they're not going to test your Tylenol because they don't know what you did with your Tylenol. They're going to go get that same lot number off of a shelf. They're going to test it. And if it doesn't pop up in there, you're not going to win that case. That's why it didn't work for him, the whole tainted supplement thing. It didn't work because that wasn't good enough to be proven. Ryan Garcia took ostarine to cut weight, A, B, to not lose muscle. Why did he do it? In my opinion, he did it because he got burnt with Gervonta Tank Davis. He was fearful about cutting weight to fight against Devin Haney because he himself thought he was going to lose.
And if he would have lost that fight, Ryan, that would have been a real taint on Ryan.
Exactly. He took that shit. Now, listen, I have no proof other than what I said to you. I could be wrong, but this is what I believe, because at the end of the day,
let me tell you what I was. Go
the
ahead.
tests show that the lot wasn't contaminated. Only the supplements that he sent in to be tested.
Well, I didn't,
and they didn't send it to the New York State Athletic Commission. They sent it to another private. That shit was just shady and booty from the beginning.
I thought they gave it to VADA too, didn't it?
No, yeah, but they gave it to a private company to be tested. I think they gave it to VADA, but I don't think VADA tested and was like, oh yeah, we found it. I don't think that's what it was. I think VADA pretty much let them know, like, we're not accepting this. This doesn't mean nothing to us. This has tape on it. This has been opened and tampered with. We're gonna go test the lot. We're not testing this. This is stupid. That's like me taking a piss test at my house and bringing a cup of piss to the place and be like, here's my piss test. They're gonna be like, what is this? Yeah, I peed at the crib. It's my pee. They're gonna be like, bro, no, you gotta pee in this bathroom in front of us, you know what I'm saying, for us to test that. That ain't gonna work. You know what I mean?
I don't know. We heard two different. I ain't hear all that. All I heard was he submitted his supplements and they had ostarine in them. And then I also heard that he had like 0.6 of something.
Okay, but so what does that mean? That means let me explain. Hold on. Let me explain to you, right? When they test him, they're finding what's left in your system, not what you put in your system. He's taking IVs on video. He's taking IVs.
Bill was in the room.
Bill was not in the room. What are you talking about?
I don't know, bro. I never.
Okay, but these are important things. These are important things. All right, so now you know Bill wasn't in the room. That was in a hotel. In a hotel. Hold on a second. Do I still got that video? I wonder if I still got that video here.
And Casino, when you say 0.6, why he looking for that video?
It's crazy. You put vitamin C too?
I just put on glutathione right now. I'm gonna put vitamin C and everything in here.
It's weird. You start tasting it in your mouth. I love that. And you know me, I mean, when you're on low lack of sleep, you want to fill your body with vitamins and just everything you need. As long as we get the work done, I do whatever. If I want to go shopping.
Okay, no Bill in there.
Well,
no Bill in that room.
That video, but let me tell you one thing about that video. Like, all right, it's gonna be hard to convince me that there's some cheating going on when he put the shit on the zone. Like, it's because he's stupid. It's because he's stupid. Not put it on camera? Why would he?
All right, let me ask you this, right? It's already been pretty much agreed upon that Ryan Garcia wasn't even working out for this camp. right?
Right.
So
That's
what the
why
hell
he
is
looked
he
like
taking
worse.
IVs for?
He looked terrible.
He's taking IVs to flush his system out. He's taking IV to flush shit out of his system. That's why.
Listen.
Okay, you know Nonito Donaire, right? You know who that is, right?
Right.
Okay, all right. Nonito came on this show, right? And Rachel, these are good friends of mine. You know what I'm saying? I talk to them quite regularly. And as soon as they heard IV, Nonito was like, "Oh no, he immediately. As soon as it said, he was like, "Oh, he's taking some shit." Then they knew immediately. There was no question. As soon as they heard IV, he was taking IV. Yeah. Oh, he was taking. Oh, he was on. Then he's taking shit. Everybody knows what that means because you take it to. He's not working out, is what I'm trying to say, right? So he's not dehydrated. He's not having a long day from working out. He's taking it because he's cleaning his system out. And then when they're going to take the piss test, you know why he popped on that test, bro? He popped on that test because of that night of working out that he was doing with Scooter to try to make that weight. What happened? Fat got burned. There was ostarine in his fat, and the fat burned and let out the metabolites, and that's why he popped. He was able to pass all the other tests because he wasn't working out, and he was flushing his system out with the IVs. That's why he didn't pop on none of those tests that they were taking during the camp. He popped on the night before the fight and the night after the fight. Why? Because he was active. He was working out. He was sitting inside the sauna. He was working out. And what happened? Fat burned. The fat burned and released the metabolites of the ostarine. You know about that, right? Metabolites in the fat, right?
I'm gonna give it to you, bro. You just educated me like a motherfucker, bro. Nobody ever even broke it down like that ever to me. So I salute that, bro. I ain't got no argument to that. Damn. That's all I can say. Because I ain't know none of that. I never even seen no video on IV. All I knew was that they said it was a 0.6 or something. And then I knew he passed all his other drug tests. And I'm just like, shit, he must have been trying to.
And then hold on, and then add this to it.
Ryan, if you were the commissioner of boxing, what was one thing you would change?
The commissioner of that everybody smoke weed. Hey, what if a boxing league? Imagine a boxing league where you could do steroids.
Think you've been in the ring with someone that's on steroids?
Oh yeah, I thought Oscar Duarte was on steroids. I'm not gonna lie, that is crazy.
Okay, right now watch it one more time and look at his body.
Ryan, if you were the commissioner of boxing, what was one thing you would change?
The commissioner of that everybody smoke weed. Hey, what if a boxing league? Imagine a boxing league where you could do steroids.
Think you've been in the ring with someone that's on steroids?
Oh yeah, I thought Oscar Duarte was on steroids. I'm not gonna lie, that is crazy.
He did not work out for this camp. He didn't do nothing for this camp. He was out of shape for this camp. When you look in that video, you know that man was pushing weight, that he was working out. What was he doing? Why is he looking like that? Why was his energy like that? What do people do when they're on steroids? They're emotional. They get angry. They're wilding out. We didn't see that from Ryan Garcia during the build-up to this fight. We didn't see him get angry one moment, cry another moment, go through depression here, say this, laughing and acting crazy. There's so many different things. At the end of the day, Ryan Garcia didn't prepare for this fight, but was prepared for this fight. He prepared for this fight in his own way. He didn't prepare for it in working out and running, doing road work. No, he prepared in another way for this fight. He prepared in another way, bro, and he got caught up in it. And everybody knows it at this point. Like Devin knows it, Bill knows it, the lawyers know it, people know it. He's been talking about it. He didn't make the weight on purpose. He did so many different things. Whatever Devin chooses to do, that's his business. I have no horse in the race. But like I said, the last thing I'm going to do is be on a conversation that relieves Ryan Garcia of any accountability in any kind of way for what I believe he did and what people know he did.
Well, sure.
Even today, I was watching Tim Bradley today, which I almost feel like pulling up. But Tim Bradley said, I've been talking to people inside that camp. And Tim Bradley's against Devin Haney on pressing these charges. He's like, this is the most pussy shit I ever heard in my life, bro.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
But he said, but I ain't going to lie to you. I got people inside that camp over there, and they're telling me, I feel like pulling it up. I should pull it up. Where he's like,
I heard it. I heard what
you
he
heard
said.
it, right? You heard what he said. Something's going on over there. There's something going on over there. He said, I'm telling you what I know from what people are telling me, and this is from credible sources. Ryan Garcia's a cheat, bro. He's a cheat. And he called us niggas, and he said he want to put his knee on
I'm
George
not
Floyd's
behind
back and pull him out the grave and put his knee back on his back and kill him. I ain't messing with that.
I'm not behind him. I'm not behind him. I'm where Timothy Bradley at with it, bro. Like all I want if you're not trying to run it back, disappear, bro. It shouldn't even be news that you suing this man. Like just
That's
do that.
Gonna get out. He didn't put the news out. He didn't come out and go, I want to make an announcement to everybody that I'm suing. That's what's gonna come out. It's gonna come out because the lawsuits put out there. It's gonna come out. It is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. But look, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
I appreciate the information though, because I really didn't know none of that. I really didn't. All I knew was that he had 0.6 of a gram, and I thought, I'm like, damn, what? I'm like, he passed all the other drug tests, so shit. I mean, I just thought, I'm like, but I still believe Ryan, like, bro, Devin, I don't think Devin that good. You know what I'm saying? But he got dead wrong, bro. Hey, man, get your money, especially if you're not coming back. So he needs some retirement money. You know what I'm saying?
No, he rich as hell. He don't need no retirement money. He just hitting. This is a shot at Ryan Garcia's pockets. Bang, bang, bang. This is I'm taking this. You know what I mean? On top of Logan Paul suing you, there's other things going on that he got going on right now. I'm going to join the club and I'm going to take your money because you think you smart and you think you're going to get another fight with me and get another 10 million. You're going to throw that at my face. Nah, it's all good. First things first, tap them pockets, bro, because that's the only thing you respect. You don't respect nothing else. But when I tap them pockets and I make them private jet trips get real expensive, and I make all that champagne you drinking get real expensive, and I make them trips to Saudi Arabia get real expensive, then you're going to respect me. Then you're going to think about me. I'm going to go buy rims, buy me a new crib.
It is what it is. I see where you come from. Since you had all the information, I understand exactly where you come from. I just can't agree with the suing, but that's all. It ain't. I'm not a fan of neither one of them. So it's just some shit. But I wish he would just run it back. Like the court part, I feel like it's career suicide. I don't see how you're gonna be able to come back from this. That's just me. And but hey, man, I appreciate you let me come up here and talk to you, man. You real intelligent. I like how you do your thing.
No doubt, family. I appreciate you coming. Feel free to do it anytime, bro. It's all good, man.
For sure.
It's all good. Shout out to everybody in the building. You know how we carry it. I still kind of wanted to build on some other topics as well. How y'all feeling, by the way, in there? Did you guys all hit the like button? Flipping? Yeah. Salute, Rick Timms. What's good, family? What's good, family? We can save it. We can save it for later. We've been on for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. Today's my work day. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. I get tired around this time. Make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel too. Stavi, did you care about? Hold on a second, bro. Before I even read this out loud. Bro, I don't care about none of this shit you talking about. Matter of fact, Slavi, I ain't gonna hold you. Did somebody already get him, man? Nobody trying to do that right now, bro. Nobody ain't trying to do that right now, bro. Ain't nobody trying to do that with you right now, bro. I don't even know who you are, but this ain't got nothing to do with boxing, what you talking about right now. Nobody got time for that nonsense. Nobody got no time for that nonsense. These dudes, bro, they come up in here, man, looking for something to talk about, man. You saw that, Rick? Crazy, right? Trying to talk about something. Gotta have something to talk about. Rick, what you think about this David Benavidez situation? You probably, I don't know if you following it too closely as far as that fight he got going with Jesse Hart and him trying to fight David Morrell, and now it's him and Jesse Hart. I'm thinking the PBC. I think in the PBC's, guys, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm thinking the PBC's having a hard time putting these fights together, man. I think they're having a hard time carrying out these fights. The fights that their fighters want, I think they're having a hard time. I'm telling you, bro. Salute, Hen Dog, the fearless one. Was good, family. Was good. I think they're having a hard time putting these fights together, man. I'm telling you, man. Mario Barrios about to fight on the Jake Paul undercard. Defending his title? Nah, man. It's weird. Isn't it, Rick? I'm telling you, that don't make no sense. Got him from work, no doubt, family. I know how that feeling is. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. We'll talk about it more. You know what I mean? We'll talk about it more. I'm not gonna make it a big thing right now, but like I said, I'm seeing weird stuff going on, bro. And I don't know this Lamont Roach Tank Davis fight. It don't make no sense to me. It genuinely don't make no sense. It don't make no sense to me, bro. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? In the house about shouldn't be a struggle. In the house about shouldn't be a struggle. No doubt. No doubt, man. Rick Timms, no doubt, bro. I'm telling everyone PBC Tom Brown money isn't looking right. Yeah, bro. Yeah, listen, it is what it is. People don't want us to talk about it. They want to make us the bad guys for talking about it. It is what it is. I ain't trying to hate. I'm just saying it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. See no back. What's up, family?
What's up, man? Hey, you got time for me to touch on that the Tank fight?
Yeah.
All right, so with Tank, like a lot of people don't like Lamont Roach fight, right? But you know what I look at it like? I think he just reaching back and bringing up somebody he used to fight in the amateurs, somebody from his area, from that DMV area, and just getting them a shot, bro. That's what I feel like, because he couldn't get the fights that he wanted, so he just giving a dude from his area a shot. That's what I look at it like.
No, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as that's what the PBC. I believe they got Tank window shopping. That's what they got him doing, and they got him looking bad, and they got him window shopping against his will. You feel me? They said, "Go ahead." Yes, bro. Why would they reach out? Okay, shout out to Lamont Roach, and I hear what you're saying, right? You feel like that's what he's choosing to do, right? Well, why did he reach out to Shakur? Why did he reach out to De Los Santos? Why did he reach out to Raul Venezuela? Why, if he was going to do something for Lamont Roach, why reach out to these guys? He reached out to them because he wanted to make a fight with them.
Right.
But why did he make the fight with them?
Well, I feel like, Loma pulled out, right?
Forget Loma. Loma ain't up. What about Shakur, Raul Venezuela, and De Los Santos?
Well, I don't know about De Los Santos. I thought they did reach out to Shakur, but they never sent the offer. But like,
right, why haven't they sent these offers?
No, but let me tell you why. All right, so you can't send an offer once he already decided to go another direction. Like, if you look at let me tell you, if you look at the time from when they contacted him to when he moved on, bro, it wasn't that long of a time, bro.
Bro, the Lomachenko fight. The Lomachenko fight was like July. Don't have me lying right now. Late July was when the Lomachenko fight got canceled. Okay.
Right.
Late August, like August 22nd or 23rd, somewhere around that time is when Shakur announced the fight with Joe Cordina. At the same time, announced his deal with Matchroom. Number one. That's a month.
But what was the date when Eddie Hearn said that Shakur's team advised him not to negotiate with Tank?
When Eddie Hearn said that, Shakur was not signed to Eddie Hearn.
You know that for a fact?
Yes. That Eddie Hearn said he's not signed with us in that same interview. He's not signed with us. But we're working and helping him, and I've been giving instructions. I can help him put other fights together, but not to call Tank Davis.
But why would he tell him not to call Tank Davis?
Man, because Eddie Hearn has a horrible relationship with Tank, and he didn't want Tank messing up the deal, because before that, him and Tank's team already spoke. And in my opinion, there was an understanding there already between him and Tank about this fight happening. And it was assured to him this fight's going to happen no matter what. So Shakur said, I'm telling you, Shakur knows Tank is sensitive. Like, much respect to Tank, respectfully, but he knows Tank will get mad in 2 seconds. Tank will take something personally in 2 seconds, and it'll be difficult to put the fight together. So he said, Eddie, you know he don't like you. How do we know he don't like him? Because you know damn well Tank don't like Eddie. Tank said Eddie ain't shit because he tried to get him to fight Conor Benn while Conor Benn was on steroids. Yeah, listen.
So they gonna fight still then? Basically.
Of course they are.
Okay, so that's still on the table then. That's in the future. So
okay, but why did you reach out?
Because he wanted to fight.
Did he? So why didn't he send an offer?
Bro, I don't know, bro, but I know that they're not gonna reach out and don't plan on sending an offer. Why would they reach out?
I'm asking you. They reached out. Why didn't they send an offer? How did we end up with Lamont Roach?
All right, let me tell you this. All right, if I know, all right, if Tank did reach, it wasn't Tank, it was the business people. The business people, whoever handled his business, reached out to Shakur. That means,
Tank's a boss, bro.
So it was Tank personally called Shakur?
No, I'm saying ain't no excuses. Tank could do whatever he want to do.
No,
is
but
Tank
I'm saying
the face of boxing?
Huh?
Is Tank the face of boxing?
Sure, he the face of black boxing, black American boxing, yeah.
Okay, Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing, right?
Right.
Does Canelo, when Canelo wants to make a fight, does he have a hard time making a fight?
No, but what I'm saying is I'm not finna just all right. I don't think that they would call him for no reason. What I'm saying. So I don't know.
Tank wanted to make the fight. I think Tank wanted to make the fight.
Right.
Why didn't the fight get made though? That's what the big question is going to be, because without a doubt, Tank called him to make a fight, or Tank's team called him. Whoever reached out on Tank's behalf called out to Shakur, in my opinion, to confirm information so that they can make a fight happen. They're not friends with Shakur.
Right.
They weren't. It wasn't a wellness check. It was a we want to make a fight, but it didn't happen.
Right. And I think it didn't happen. This is my opinion. We don't got no facts on none of this. I think it didn't happen because Shakur probably said he ain't ready or something. Or
no, why would Shakur said I'm available and I'm ready? He was waiting on the callback.
But then I seen another video where Shakur was like, "Man, I'm not ducking. He not ducking. Nobody ducking nobody. The fight gonna happen." You see what I'm saying?
Right. Why he saying that?
Because he not ready.
You telling me you hear he's not ducking, I'm not ducking, and what you got from that is Shakur ain't ready.
No, because Eddie Hearn said Shakur not ready. He said we got to build him.
No, Eddie didn't say Shakur is not ready. Leonard Ellerby said the fight has to happen at the right timing. It's all about the timing. Eddie Hearn said he responded to that by saying, yeah, and we're working on that with Shakur Stevenson. That's why we're doing this fight. We're building up his market value. So basically, in my opinion, Eddie Hearn is saying, yeah, that's why y'all didn't want to fight him right now, because he's not ready. And that's why we're going to work on him so that y'all could be comfortable working with him. That's what I got. I got Leonard Ellerby speaking, saying he's not ready. Leonard Ellerby saying he's not ready. And Eddie Hearn responding to that saying, we're getting him ready. Don't worry.
Okay, well then, look, man, they're going to fight. I can't call. I mean, like Shakur said.
All right, let me ask you this. Forget about Shakur.
All right, the Rayo fight didn't happen because Rayo fight didn't happen because he wanted to bring Rayo back down to 135.
All right, why didn't De Los Santos happen?
I have no idea, bro.
Okay.
I don't know why that didn't happen, but
neither do the people at De Los Santos' side. They don't know.
I just don't think. I don't think. Well, first of all, I respect Tank's resume a lot more than a lot of people do. So I feel like he done did a lot of work. So, and I don't expect every fight to be the biggest fight in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And he originally was trying to fight Loma. I'm okay with that. I don't think nobody got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But he pulled out, so he had to find. They scrambling trying to find somebody for him to fight. He was originally supposed to fight in November. Now they got pushed back to December because it took so long to find somebody. And shoot, he just everything kept falling through. So I guess he felt like, let me put on somebody from the area that he already fought in the amateurs. Let me get that man some shine. That's how I look at it, bro. Like I really believe that's why he's fighting him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's like, because this is how I look at Tank, bro. Everybody is basically a cherry pick unless it's like two names. You know what I'm saying? That's what anybody he would have picked. Nobody would have been happy with Rayo either. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people didn't want to see Rayo. People don't want to see. Only fight that I feel like people would have been happy with is the Edwin De Los Santos fight. I don't know why he didn't take that fight. I would have rather seen that. But what I'm saying is, I don't expect him to fight the best fighter in the world every fight. Like, so
De Los Santos the best fighter in the world?
No, but I'm saying he putting on somebody from where he from. I can't be mad at it because I know he gonna fight the monster. I know Tank ain't ducking. I know I feel like
Tank ain't ducking. Tank ain't ducking. Okay, I guess I'm trying to get people to think outside the box. Don't put it on Tank. Pull Tank out the picture. Go with the first thought, which is the businessmen that are putting the fights together, right? Why haven't they look at this, right? I just want to show you something right quick, right? All right.
Were you ever offered a Tank fight?
Yes, we were. Did they accepted it? No, they didn't.
So what happened? Who denied the fight?
Denied the fight. I guess they chose Lamar Roach.
I mean, listen, it makes perfect sense. You know, I don't.
It's a good fight. Hey, I ain't knocking on. There's a good fight, but it's the 130 going up to 135. Why not fight like Shakur said? Why don't you fight somebody that you know what I'm saying? That's a natural 135 pound.
Sav, you know how the matchmaking.
Okay, right. That's Cello. That's De Los Santos' trainer.
Yeah.
Right. So he's letting you know right there. It wasn't about no hurt hand or nothing like that. They reached out and they actively chose after they reached out, they changed their mind or something, and they went and made a fight with Lamont Roach. Why would they do that?
Man, I think what I said, bro. Like, I think he was like, man, I'm gonna give Roach a shot, bro. I really believe.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's
I believe they rock with bro. I believe they really. I think they want to put some money and some clout in somebody from the DMV area, bro. I really believe that's what it is, bro. I mean, because I don't think nobody think Edwin Dos Santos is gonna beat Tank anyway. It's not like none of those people we name. Most people don't think they're gonna beat him. Like it's like you might as well just get it, do the shot. You know what I mean? Because they did reach out to Edwin, so that it's not. I don't believe. I think he just thought about Roach. He was sitting back, man. I'm gonna give Roach a shot, and that's what happened. I think that's what happened.
So, do you believe Tank makes his fights?
Yeah, I like not him on the phone and writing contract, but I think he be like, I want to fight this dude, and then
you believe Tank picked Lamont Roach?
Yes.
Okay.
But it wasn't because of what people trying to say. People like calling it a cherry pick. It might be a cherry pick, but a lot of these dudes are cherry pick when you that good. You know what I'm saying? But I believe he's just trying to give somebody some opportunity from his area because he probably to be honest, he probably wanted to fight Gary Russell Jr., but they probably weren't ready or something. I don't know. But
yeah,
I think
right. Gary's not ducking nobody. Gary would have took that fight in a minute, bro. I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna tell you my position. I don't think Tank picks his fights.
You don't think he picks his fight?
Nope.
So you don't think he won't doing
it? And now listen, I'm helping him out by saying that because if Tank is pick the Lamont Roach, the game going. Listen, the game going to turn on him. If he's picking that, they're gonna say he's cherry picking. I'm helping him out and being like he ain't picking these fights. I believe he got matchmakers who are doing this for him. If the truth of the matter is he's the one picking these fights, I hope he's not the one picking these fights. I hope he didn't turn away a De Los Santos. I hope he didn't consciously choose not to send Shakur Stevenson an offer. I hope, you know what I'm saying, that he didn't miss out on a Rayo Venezuela fight on purpose and chose to pull up a 130-pounder again to fight. I hope he didn't do that.
But he don't do it all the time. I just look at it different, bro. I look at it like, but I really, really appreciate Tank's resume at this point. I feel like he fought a lot.
Okay.
I like his resume, so it's like, and I don't believe he's not finna do what Canelo doing with David Benavidez. I don't believe he's gonna do nothing like that. So it's just like, it's a process. He got to fight, and a lot of people weren't available. Edwin De Los Santos, it made me feel the way it make you feel. It made me feel opposite. I'm like, okay, at least he thought about the dude, and then he changed his mind and gave the hometown, the dude from the DMV a shot, bro. I think that's really what I believe. He gave a dude that he fought.
Rollo gonna get you. See, I try to help. See, Rollo, I tried, bro. I tried to cover. You see what they said? That's why I said I'm doing Tank a favor. I'm doing Tank a favor.
No, but he ain't been picking his fights the whole time.
Oh, okay. I mean, hey,
I feel
man,
like he picked two fights. He picked Frank Martin and he picked Loma, but Loma didn't want to fight. So then he picked who was the next person. They reached out to Shakur. Whatever, I don't know. Nobody knows what happened with that. But all I know is Shakur, he had went quiet, and then he said nobody ducking nobody. So cool. Shakur is the first person to call somebody a duck. So if Shakur say he not ducking, he not ducking. Then the Rayo fight, they was trying to bring him down to 135. I don't think that's, but at the end of the day, Tank is really small, bro. So it's like he not trying to go to 140. He ain't trying to go to 140. He been said that. And then he reached out to Edwin and like he changed his mind and was like, bro, I'm gonna give bro a shot. That's how I look at it. Cause I respect everything he done did, bro. Like, I mean, are you not entertained? Like, I like all that shit. I like the Pitbull fight. I like the Barrios fight. I like the Leo Santa Cruz fight. I like the goddamn the Frank Martin fight. I like the Pedraza fight. I like the Gamboa fight. I like all them performances. I like those opponents too. You know what I'm saying? So I respect almost his whole resume. I still don't got no problem with Hector Garcia because we knew he was finna fight Ryan. You know what I'm saying? I still respect the hydration clause because I don't believe that somebody that big should be trying to fight somebody that small in the first place. So since you want to come down here, we finna put some stipulations on your ass. I don't think it's a problem with that. Nobody looks at the big dude crazy for calling out the little dude. Nobody do that. You know what I mean? So
Rick, cheers.
What's going on, Rick?
What's up with it, fellas?
There we go.
Oh man, just listening to the conversation, man, about this Tank situation, man. It's like I've come to the point where I'm starting to lose patience, because I'm a Tank guy, I'm a Bud guy. I rock with Shakur, I rock with Earl, but Tank and Bud are my two top guys, and I'm starting to get a little. I'm running out of patience as far as his choice of opponents. See, after Frank, I thought we was on our way up. I expected more smoke. You gotten away from Mayweather. Mayweather not holding your hand. Mayweather not dictating your path. He not, just strategically picking these easier, get out of the way guys. I mean, he didn't face some quality competition, but no one we've seen him face that we felt like he was really, really going to be challenged. Not me. So, Lamont Roach is somewhat of a letdown to me, because I was hoping, since Loma backed out, since, the Shakur didn't fall through, I was holding my breath for maybe a 140 run, some Gary Anton Russell, a T.O. with all the shit he been talking, just a bigger name at this point. He keeps flirting with, I'm not going to be around much longer. I'm going to do these last 5-6 fights and I'm done. I want to see him go out with a bang. I pick him to beat anybody 140 and under, but he got to start acting like it more than me just declaring it all the time. Because the guy can really, really fight. And I just want to see him really, really tested. I done seen him get cracked and I done seen him handle that, but I want to see him really, really have to really dig deep and show us that he's that guy, because I mean, the eye test, he didn't pass that with flying colors, but I just want to see the Shakur fight happen, the Devin fight happen, even still the Loma. I still want to see him in Loma. Loma just stopped Cambo. Loma up in age, but he's still, legit. Unification with Loma. I just want to see a bigger name to match up with this big name that Tank have, because he gonna sell. I mean, whoever he fight. So let's get an uptick in the competition, man. The opposition need to be better, and Lamont Roach just don't do it for me. You know, stay busy, fight. You know, all these options seem like they have dwindled, but you still the man. You like you've been saying, Clay. You can call your own shots at this point, Tank. So what's the hold up?
Yeah, I know what everybody's saying. Like, it's just, I just look at, I think I got way more respect for what he's done than a lot of people. Like, I don't think Mario.
No, everybody, don't. That's not it, man. Because when you say that,
because Loma he was supposed to be next. So I got to give him some credit.
Everybody respect what Tank has done, right? We all respect what he's done. That's why we want to see him in this fight. But at the end of the day, he chose to be a prize fighter early and a legacy fighter last. So we give him his respect for the fights that he made. We know what drove it. We know it was the money. He did what he had to do. He made good fights too. You know what I mean? But he said he's coming for niggas. That's what he's
been doing.
Lamont Roach is not coming for ninjas,
bro. But he came for Loma first, though, bro.
No, it don't matter. He came for Shakur afterwards and didn't make the fight happen.
But
he came for De Los Santos.
But how we gonna automatically assume? How we gonna automatically assume it's Tank's fault that he not fighting Shakur, bro?
He's the A side.
But that don't mean that just because he's the A side don't mean the B side gotta want to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shakur said he was ready to fight. He already did the interview.
Saying a lot of listen.
So he lying now?
I don't know, bro. But I'm not.
Earlier in the conversation, you said Shakur said Tank's not a duck, and I know Shakur don't be lying about stuff like that, so I believe him. Now Shakur says they called me and didn't make an offer, and now he's a liar.
No, what I'm saying is, bro, I don't even believe that it even was that long of a wait for him to be like, I'm moving on. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, let me pull up something else. Pull up the receipts right quick. Listen, bro, this ain't gonna.
Let me.
At the end of the day.
But I'm saying, if he gonna fight Shakur, he gonna fight Shakur, bro. Like, he gonna fight Shakur. That's what I was saying.
Well, hey, let me. Yeah, while you pull that up, Clay, let me just add this to on both of y'all sides. I feel like Tank side and I feel like Shakir side both could have did more to make that Tank and Shakir fight happen, in spite of Shakir's injury, because he still was gonna have to have surgery, you know, at this time anyway. So we wasn't gonna get that fight, but I still feel like they both could have put more effort, because when I watched Shakir talk to Coach Kenny and tell them, hey, man, y'all drop Loma and I'll step in for Tank in November. He said it with his chest. Man, get rid of Loma. I'll step in. I'll do it. And then Loma did exactly that. Loma got himself out the way. And then I didn't still feel that same energy coming from Shakir saying, hey, Tank, Loma out the way now.
Exactly.
Hey, what's up with me? I told y'all I could step in, and I didn't get that from Shakir either. So both sides could have did more in my book.
Let me tell you what, like, because I'm not going to call nobody no lie, because I don't know what happened. But what I will say is I agree 100% with you. Like, I sensed the energy change, bro. Shakur was on Twitter every day before Loma dropped out. You know what I'm saying? And then it's been like, we all know they contacted him about the fight. They want to fight him. And he just got quiet. And the only thing he got to say real humbly is that Tank ain't ducking me and I ain't ducking Tank. The fight gonna happen. I feel like Tank did what he was supposed to do, bro. They reached out. They ain't reach out for no reason. And I feel like Shakur basically didn't want it, but I can't say that for a fact. So I'm just like, hey, man, they not ducking each other. But I believe that Tank wanted to fight. That's the reason they called him. They wouldn't have called him if they ain't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to sit here and call Shakur a duck because, you know, I feel like they're going to fight one day or something. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Tank wanted that fight next. I do believe that. You know what I mean? But I feel like Shakur, he said, I heard him say that he didn't want to put his career on hold waiting for nobody and stuff like that. But I mean, in my opinion, I'm gonna wait for the bag. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I mean? But you know, I just feel like that. I mean, the Edwin De Los Santos, I would have liked that, but I'm not gonna say I don't. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna like the Lamont Roach fight too, bro. But I just feel like he just giving a dude from his area an opportunity to get some shine. Because the same thing.
I would have. I would have far more preferred a De Los Santos over a Roach. I mean, man, that would have been a whole lot better.
Yeah, but I just look at it like shit, bro. He gonna fight people better than Santos. He gonna fight the person who beat him. You know what I'm saying? That's coming up real soon. Like, bro, it's like I Tank don't really let me down, bro. So I'm not finna just be too hard on, bro. Like, I mean, that's what I mean when I say I like what he been doing. Like, I really,
you know, Casino. See, Casino, it's the curse of being real good. You know, when you excel, you know, your supporters want to watch you excel more, and your detractors want to see you fail eventually. So, man, you got to fight King Kong every fight. But then after King Kong, you got to fight Godzilla. You know, and you know we did.
No, I was gonna say, and the way that Tank, like the route that Tank has taken, bro. I don't like to call that shit no safe route because them niggas be knocking niggas out. His whole resume is niggas who be punching. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? People be saying, oh, he's just a flat-footed Mexican and all that. I look at Mario Barrios with a lot of respect, bro. I look at Pitbull Creed. I mean, he's a little one-dimensional, but that's a hard fight for anybody. For real. Unless you, I mean, you can do how Rayo did it, but that one, no, I don't think Rayo just said that's an easy fight. It was still like, anything could change with one punch. You know what I'm saying? Even Rolly.
Yeah, but still.
But we know why.
Yeah, but right. Everybody you naming though. Everybody you naming, we just got to keep it a buck. They none of them was any match for Tank, man. I mean, the guy is highly skilled, so he gonna make most, you know, even, you know, above average people not look as well. So he's cursed with having to be able to deliver, you know, spectacular results. He just got to get that dance partner to solidify and validate what he claimed to be, and a lot of us feel like he is. It's just still something now that he just got to prove, unfortunately, just because of his talent level, you know, and his buzz. I mean, the money he generated. I mean,
you feel like he need to go to 140, basically.
Hey, he did it before, because 135 is hey, who's there for him? You know, he got a couple people that can, you know, give him a run, but 140, I don't hold his hand. I want to see him face some smoke. So hey, bring it on, man.
I would like to see him go to 140. I ain't disagreeing with that. It just he ain't at 140. Yeah. I'm not finna knock him for not move up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody mad at Naoya anyway for not wanting to move up and fight Tank. So why he gotta
Hey, so, you mentioning him, bring 130. Take in the anyway at 130. Let's do it.
Let me tell you what I think he's trying to do, bro. I think that's the most, bro. I think that's the finale, if you want to ask me. That's why Tank makes sure he's staying so small. That's the reason he weighing in at 130 something. 133.
133.
I believe he want to fight anyway, but that's a whole nother topic. I believe, but then people gonna criticize him for that because anyway small. But it's like I don't even give a damn.
No, they the same height. They the hell no.
Exactly, bro. But nobody at 140 is that same height, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? 140. It's not like he been 135 his whole life.
I cannot find this damn video.
You know what I'm saying?
I found the video. I just can't find the spot I'm looking for.
He came from 130 and he was at 126, right? So it's like he in his third division. He in his third division already. So I mean, he can go up 4 division if he want to, but I'm not finna charge him for not wanting to go up to 140. Like, I can't do that to him, bro, because I done seen the man in person, bro. That man is tiny. I done trained right next to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Hey, I agree, but it's still that asterisk. It's still the asterisk. Hey man, you Tank. You the man. You a once in a lifetime generational talent. You can do it. So it's gonna always be people that's gonna say, man, hey man, they gonna scratch their head and say you gotta do more. You gotta show me more. You know, and I'm not mad at those people. You know, everybody see it differently, right?
But look,
you know,
this is how I feel. Right? Like I'm not mad at the people at 140 for calling him out, but the way I'm used to boxing being handled, bro, people look at you sideways. Good. People look at you sideways.
Shout out to my big bro Blue, man. Go ahead.
I'm used to people looking at people sideways when you in a bigger weight class, somebody in a smaller one. But when it comes to Tank, people in a higher weight class can call him out, and then you look at Tank like, Tank, why you don't go up? Instead of being like, why you ain't calling out bigger people? Like, why you ain't calling out the people your size?
Because he Tank. That's why. Because he Tank and he the money man. So you expect them to call you out. It come with the territory.
But then but everybody cry about the rehydration call.
Hey, see, I'm a Tank guy that I don't want that. I don't want
Tank out. So that's why Tank make him rehydrate. He don't call them out.
Tank, I ain't never even heard Tank call somebody out for real.
Tank fight who he want to fight, bro. Like who called out Tank and Tank fought him?
Ryan.
Okay, who else?
I mean, nobody yet.
Yeah, because Ryan was the bag. We know what happened with that. We know why that happened because of the bag, because of Ryan. Other than that don't fly with Tank. Tank's people reach out to the fights. They make the fights happen. They're the ones who do it.
But I'm saying
what Mario Barrios happen, right?
I'm really responding. I'm just responding to what Rick Tim's saying. Like he need to go to. I'm basically talking to people who saying he just gotta go to 140, and I just.
You gotta go to 140. It's that if you're gonna fight somebody who's a 140 pounder, why fight them and make them come to 135? Why don't you go fight them at 140 if you want to fight them? They're 140 pounders.
I'm just saying. Man, I'm good with it. Right. Bring him on 130, 135, or 140. I just want to see him face smoke. I just want to see him face smoke. You know?
Salute, my G.
I'd rather watch Tank fight Emmanuel Navarrete than Roach, to be honest with you. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Emmanuel Navarrete one of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? I love him. Yeah. I love Navarrete. So
I like that too.
Stylistically, he's just gonna get knocked out by Tank.
But all them gonna get knocked out. That's the point. What I'm saying, everybody we talk about getting knocked out. If you ask me, everybody is a cherry pick. If you ask me, because ain't none of them niggas nobody at 135 can fuck with Tank, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I give Shakur the best shot.
His only shot is the run. That's his only shot.
We'll see when that fight.
Yeah, I mean, I
3 hours and 32 minutes. I've been up since 4:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And it's already 1 o'clock in the morning. That means in 3 hours I'll be up for an official 24 hours. And that's never good.
Hey, good talking with y'all fellas, man.
Nah, man, come back, man. I really appreciate you coming and building with us, bro. I really had a good time. Rick, you know you're always welcome. I only see you sometimes. Sometimes you just be gone for a minute doing your thing. So you know what I mean? It is damn right, 2 cents. All right, family. Salute to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate you guys. Please remember to hit the like button if you haven't done it yet. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys, man. It's been another one. You know how we carry it.
They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. Yeah. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Ain't no chance I'm coming down, no. Got a soul view to myself, yeah. Why would I give it up? Why do they wanna come take my place? I work too hard for it, don't need a replacement. This my vocation. Now I got rollies all in rotation. Hop on a jet just to take a vacation. Remember the moments was trapped in the basement. Now the hard work is all taking me places. Squatting all black like we trapped in the matrix. Bet on myself and go ball out in Vegas. Living a life like I'm rich and I'm famous. Don't see the grind that I know that it came with. Oh.